All Ball TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.
Hold on. We in a mix. Let me reply.
Gotta wait till some people get in the building to hear that fire. That was nice. I'm not gonna even front. That was nice. That was nice.
I click on the name. Oh, I think that's, if I'm not mistaken, they might have thrown names out there. Now I know exactly who it is.
Oh man, the beautiful, the lovely, the extravagant, the sexy, the exquisite, the elegant. Love to see her in the building. OG or OGs. Tori B, what up, baby? Yeah. We up here watching our enemies. Yeah. Keep your friends close. Keep your enemies closer. We on Detroit and Boston Hills. We watching you niggas. Yeah. Hate watch party. We in the building. Detroit, where y'all bum ass niggas at?
I never seen Rocco before.
It's all good.
He said, how much Detroit winning by?
All right. A little cocky over there, huh?
Minus 15.
Gary Williams, what up? Sean, right now, what up? Listen, we here. Hate watch party. We here. Yeah.
We here to what?
Listen, we rooting. We rooting for Minnesota today. Listen, keep your enemies close. Keep your enemies closer. That's it. Oh, the beautiful, the lovely, the extravagant, the sexy, the exquisite, the elegant. Wonder Woman is in the building. Wonder Woman, what up?
Hello, ladies. We are relying on a former ally, a former Knick tonight.
Yeah, this is the first time in life that I will ever root for Julius Randle. Ever.
You weren't rooting for him as a Knick?
No. And there was a lot of Knicks fans that wasn't rooting for him. But today, we need Julius Randle to be that all-star, all-third NBA player and bring Minnesota home and kick the Detroit Pistons' ass. The beautiful, the lovely, the extravagant, the sexy, the exquisite, the elegant. 5-star chick is in the building. Yes, tell a friend, tell a friend. And we got exclusive. We got exclusive for y'all.
And I know who it is now.
We got an All Ball TV song that was submitted and we approve. Shit is fire. Shit is fire. I'm going to say it again. We have something special for y'all. We're going to play the All Ball TV song. Fire. No, Tory B. Ant-Man is not playing. It doesn't mean anything. They have Julius Randle. Have you forgot? Who said Minnesota needs Ant-Man when they got Julius Randle?
Shout out to Uncle Ice, man. He was definitely holding down Julius Randle.
That was his guy. Shout out Uncle Ice. Are we debuting the song at halftime?
What you think?
I don't know. You ask the people. Chat. We have the new song, All Ball TV song. Should we debut it now or should we debut it at halftime? Y'all let us know. Y'all can hear it now or y'all can hear it at halftime. But we're going to be playing this. This is going to be the intro. This is going to be the intro for All Ball TV. The song is fire.
Sean right now said debut it during the Knicks game. But there's more people. I mean, they're going to play it. Travel Vibe said halftime. Halftime. Man, wow.
They do that shit against these bum-ass Pistons fans. The beautiful, lovely, the extravagant, the sexy, the exquisite, the elegant. Gail Barry is in the building. Fabian, right now we have Detroit versus Minnesota. This is the Hate Watch Party live from KNICKS Rehab. Y'all know how we do. I'm going to say it again. Keep your enemies close. Keep your enemies closer. Yes, we are keeping our enemies close. The Detroit Pistons and the Boston Celtics. We need them to lose every game while we win every game. Game is about to start, Fabian.
Marcus Blackman. Oh, Marcus Blackman. Duh. Now I get it. Marcus Blackman Sr. I thought it was Marcus Blackman. I thought you were Jamaican for a second.
The lovely, the extravagant, the sexy, the exquisite, the elegant. OG Darlene Bryan is in the building. Darlene Bryan, what up, baby? No Kay Cunningham, no Anthony Ant-Man Edwards, but you still have Duren versus Julius Randle. Detroit is still a good team without Kay Cunningham. Fabian, what are they? 8-2 or 9-2 without Kay?
I thought they were 10-2.
Right. So y'all bum ass Pistons fans. Are y'all what? 10-2 without Kay Cunningham? Minnesota's been playing decent basketball without Ant-Man. Tip start on the road. Detroit. Detroit wins the tip. Fabian, I'm straight up. I need Detroit to lose. Detroit can go to hell. First shot, no good. Out to DiVincenzo. Okay, DiVincenzo with the nasty Euro. Lord have mercy.
That's why we traded your ass.
Duncan Robinson. Fabian, all jokes aside, right? Hate watch party. Y'all know how we are. We Knicks fans. We can't stand Detroit Pistons fans. We can't stand the Pistons. But we respect y'all, right? How good is Detroit without Kay Cunningham, right? Let's just go back a little bit. You know how we've seen people comment saying without Kay Cunningham, you know, the Detroit Pistons basically ain't shit. Are they proving everyone wrong? And should we be a little nervous, or any team in the East should be nervous if they face Detroit without Kay Cunningham?
I think it's they're playing with, you know, they say house money, but more so than anything else, I think Detroit is the element of surprise. Because again,
yo, Rudy Gobert, that's what you laughing at?
Yes.
What in the fuck was that? Ray Floyd, we see you here. We ain't scared, Ray Floyd. Tobias Harris with the N1. Yeah, Fabian, are you fuck all that? Are you impressed by Detroit? The basketball they've been playing without Kay Cunningham?
Jesse, what's going on? Absolutely. Absolutely. Anytime you're a team, you're playing without your best player, and you guys, everybody steps up and you figure it out. Remember, we seen this when Brunson went down last season. We were trying to figure it out. It helped us go into the playoffs. We were hoping that OG and Mikal Bridges would pick it up. And of course, Daenerys Jenkins, you know, he's been putting up some great moments while they were going against the Lakers. He went bananas.
Right.
And he will be tested against this Minnesota Timberwolves team, a little more bulky than the Lakers, and they definitely play more defense. But just the fact that, going back to your original question, with am I impressed with the Pistons without Cade, with Cade, both? Absolutely. You know, number one seed ain't nothing to be, you know, nothing to look down upon. And also just how do you play without your best player and you figure it out? Again, we talked about that on the Tibbs, where it's just the spirit of the team. They captured it, especially in the cold city. You know how that shit goes. How about yourself? Are you impressed with the Pistons?
Sad to say, I'm actually impressed. 24K gets on my nerves with this shit he says in every chat. Missing Cade is a blessing. All seriousness, I am impressed. It irks my nerves. It turns my stomach. I can't stand y'all Detroit Pistons fans. Y'all are just as annoying as us, right? Y'all are just as annoying as us Knicks fans, right? But today, you know, we're watching to see, you know, if we meet up with y'all, you know, how can our game plan change? Because y'all kicked our ass all season, right? And for me, I'm watching how are y'all able to play this good basketball without Kay Cunningham? Yeah, I am a little impressed, but so far, watching y'all look like shit. If you want me to be honest, right? Y'all look like shit. But I don't know how they doing it, Fabian. I don't know if it's coaching. I don't know if it's the players. But you know, they play with a lot of confidence. Tobias Harris just dropped your man Randall. Didn't hit the three on him.
Bad.
Tobias Harris is catching body bags? What?
Dog hit him with the crossover of the century right now. That was bad.
Hey, David Smith, we're going to discuss Karl Anthony Towns a little bit at halftime. We missed you for a couple lives, David Smith. We don't know where you've been at. Maybe you've been upset because of how Mike Brown and the Knicks have been treating Cat. But we'll discuss that a little bit. But right now, we definitely have the hate watch party, special edition Knicks Rehab. The Pistons versus Minnesota. Pistons on the road. We here just hating and hoping the Pistons lose. Yeah, facts.
Julius Randle recovered, and he can guard Jalen Duren pretty well. He's the star of the Pistons right now with K being down. Another guy, I don't want to call it a breakout year, but it might be considered a breakout year. He's definitely took a leap with what he's been doing, showing more of a little bit of a handle, just to be able to play that much better on the offensive end, get into the basket with an array of moves, considering what he used to be. And he's a big boy, man. Jalen Duren's a big boy. Boom.
Yeah.
Boom. That's 2 fouls on Duren. He just fouled Goldberg, which is crazy.
Get him out of here. And you know, us being Knicks fans, Fabian, like if you're Mike Brown, and we happen to have to play the Pistons in the playoffs, what would be your game plan? Like just watching this little bit of a little bit under 2-3 minutes, would it be to try to get some of those guys in foul trouble so they could get off the floor? Like what could be the game plan against the Pistons if the Knicks meet them again?
Yeah, I mean, it's exactly that. I mean, you see what Goldberg was aggressive. He finished in the paint on the first one with an awkward, like Euro, whatever the hell he did on a dunk. And then the second time around, he got fouled by Duren, which led to Duren setting the screen and getting a foul call there on an offensive foul. You want your front court to be aggressive on him and put him in foul trouble because you want to open things up for Brunson, who they've been bodying Brunson. We got to keep it real. I don't even know who's had a good game against the Pistons for the Knicks. I don't recall one. So that's what you watch for when you watch the number one seed and the teams that you know you're going to go up against. All ball. What are you thinking?
I think you just got to show some fight against Detroit. You got to show you're not scared, and you just got to match their confidence. I'm gonna be honest. I don't. Duncan Robinson with the 3. They are definitely a good team, but I don't see great yet. Like I said, guys are having a very good season. Cade is definitely an MVP candidate, but I don't understand why this roster is that good. I really don't. I think Assault Thompson is a little overrated. Like I said, Jenkins is a guy that's just earning his way. Duren is good. Duncan, like, I don't get it. Piston fans, I don't get it. Honestly. But you got to have a game plan against them, Fabian. Because they tough, they rugged. So you got to have a game plan against them. Like, seriously. But you got to go at them. You can't be timid. You can't be shy. You can't be fearful. To me, I think that's how you beat Detroit because, like I said, they're going to try to wear you down. They're going to try to toughen you. So I just think you got to go back at them with that same energy. If you're not going to match their energy, then your ass is in trouble. They're a team that once they sense fear, once they see a little blood in the water, it's like a dog, it's like a shark. They attack. You can't show no chinks in your armor. So to me, I think that's the game plan. Like I said, you go at them, get them guys in foul trouble, but I don't see it. I ain't afraid of them niggas. Fuck Detroit. How about that?
NBA champions, 3-point field goal made ranks 23rd, the Lakers. So the last 15 seasons, there was only 4 teams that won a ring being outside of the top 10 shooting threes. So that's 4 out of the last 15 champions that finished outside of the top 10 shooting 3-pointers. And if Detroit were to win this season, they're saying they'd be number 5. I like what you said about matching confidence. How do you think you match confidence? Like what does that mean? When you say that, what exactly are you imagining?
Jalen Brunson playing at that MVP level with high confidence. Karl Anthony Towns not complaining to the refs. Even if he gets an offensive foul, but be physical, be tough with it. Josh Hart in transition, OG going at him. You have to be confident. If you're not confident against this team, listen, in boxing, you can have 2 great fighters, but if one has more confidence than the other, 9 times out of 10, they're going to win that fight. Detroit Pistons is playing with high confidence. This is not a great roster. Miss me with that. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Is it a good roster? Is it a solid roster? Yes. But we ain't going to sit up here and you're going to tell me that if you give me some of the best rosters in the NBA, the Detroit Pistons is top 5, top 10 best roster in the NBA. It's not. I'm sorry.
Well, so what do you consider out? You got OKC, and what other rosters do you consider top 5?
I think OKC is a better roster. Now remember, we're just going rosters. Of course, Detroit is playing better basketball, right? But if we're going rosters, Houston has a better roster.
You think Houston has a better roster?
Yeah, yes. KD, so. Sengun, Thompson, Steven Adams. I'm saying if everybody's fully healthy, yes.
Even fully healthy, I think
Philadelphia has a better roster. OKC has a better roster. Cleveland has a better roster. They're just playing great basketball and they coach well. I'm sorry. Like, to me, after Cade and Duren, miss me, man. We used to laugh about Tobias Harris 2 seasons ago. The fuck out of here. Like I said, Duncan Robinson is a good shooter. But no. The fuck out of here.
Look. 15-14. Now it's 17-14. Detroit is up, even with Duren off the court. I just think you're underestimating what the team goes after. You know your guys. You drafted Duren, big body. Isaiah Stewart, big body. Isaiah Stewart is one of the best rim protectors in the league, and he's not even. I don't even think he's 6'10".
Who?
Isaiah Stewart.
No, he's not. I mean,
of course he is.
Bring up some analytics. Say that. You're not gonna tell me Isaiah Stewart is one of the best rim protectors in the league. Bring up some. All right, bring up evidence. I don't believe that.
That means when he's on that court, when you watch him, he's protecting the paint. He's changing shots. He's not allowing you to get the shots that you want in the paint. He's a major disturbance, bro. And he's tough. And he went from I'm a fan of guys when he come into the league. It's been a 1 year, 2 year, 3. All of a sudden, they're showing you that they're getting better. Isaiah Stewart wasn't even supposed to make the roster. They had Jalen Duren. It was 2 more rebounders. They had Jalen Duren and somebody else. And what's the bum that's on Philadelphia? Andre Drummond. And there's somebody else there on the team. Isaiah Stewart had to hit the bench, and somehow he would still get his 8 rebounds a game. And then he developed a 3-point shot. For you to develop ways to stay on the court, you want guys that show, wait a minute, you drafted him, you traded for him. They're competitive enough to go, yo, man, I don't care who you bring in here. I'm getting my playing time by hook or by crook. And the Duncan Robinson pickup was major. Remember, Malik Beasley, I keep calling him Michael Beasley. Malik Beasley was their 3-point shooter last year, and they found Duncan Robinson, who, in my opinion, I think he's more consistent than Malik Beasley. He only showed up. You know the only time Malik Beasley showed up. You know when that was. So they're doing a good job of that. And it's to be outside of the top 10 in 3-point shots. What else are they doing? Rebounding the ball, making sure they extend possessions, and the defense. You just can't deny it. And the coach, the first coach we saw, damn near flipped the table over when he said, "Yo, stop giving everybody else the call. My guys can play defense. We play tough. That's what we do." Ime Udoka is currently drowning in the same style of coaching that JB Bickerstaff is doing and successfully doing. Ime Udoka is looking more and more red nose out here, brother. Red nose.
Pistons fans, I can't believe this. Y'all got them, my brother. Y'all got him. Y'all will never turn me. I never turned on you, Frank. He said, I might have got some money on the side, but I never turned you.
Can I say this?
Fans, look at this shit, what's going on.
Can I say this? Let's not forget. This is the reason when the only time I concede that Tom Brady is the GOAT in football, the only time I concede is when you bring up my New York Giants. Why? Oh, the GOAT? That guy? Smoked him twice. That Brady pack? Oh, it was amazing. It was amazing. So I'm fine with Detroit being the number 1 seed. That's who I want to beat. Y'all, this is who y'all hyping? No problem. Let's go take them out. But we can't deny the fact that from the beginning of the season, they came out like a shooting star and everyone was still doubting them. And they're still playing like the beginning of the season. What other team has done that besides OKC in the league?
I mean, that right there is a good point. I just seen the beautiful, the lovely, the extravagant, the sexy, the exquisite, the elegant. Rhonda Flores is in the building. The way he just moved Julius Randle out the way and dunked was crazy. Like I said, for me, I just think the Pistons team is just playing with a lot of confidence. A lot of confidence. I think that's what it is. I'm not going that far as you. These Piston fans can go to hell. I'm not here to serenade them, caress them. I see your game. I see you. Yeah. I see what you're doing. Pistons fans, I ain't doing it. I don't believe you. You need more people. Fuck out of here. Like I said, y'all beat us in the regular season. Who beat y'all in the playoffs? What matters the most? Just like y'all could be fool's gold, our Knicks could be fool's gold right now too. We could probably just be waiting for the playoffs.
They called that Julius Randle pump fake and shot the most awkward three-point shot ever.
Fabian, I gotta, like I said, when fam is in the building, my hood is in the building, gotta show love. Biff, what up? Big shout out Vaughn Legend. This is a great question. If the playoffs start tomorrow, would the Knicks be ready? It's a great question, Fabian.
I love.
That's a great question.
I would love to hear what you have to say.
Wow. Chat. Big shout out my brother Vaughn Legend. This is a great question. I need the chat to get in this as well before we respond. Chat. Piston fans as well. And be honest, Piston fans. Would the Knicks be ready if the playoffs started tomorrow? I don't know.
Nah, hold on. Stay right there. You took a deep breath and you understand what you feel right now.
I was gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I was gonna lie. But
and then you couldn't even pull off the performance.
We base ourselves on keeping it real. Thank you, Darlene Bryant. I gotta agree with Darlene Bryant. She said it more eloquently, right? I don't know. I don't know. I'm being honest. If we're going off of, like I said, you go to a restaurant, you got the appetizers. If the appetizers is fire, 9 times out of 10,
you sitting there like this.
You excited, like, oh, this entree gonna be fire. But if the appetizer is trapped, right, exactly. So if we have our appetizers to base this on, 22-20, Minnesota down 2, 4 minutes, 18 seconds left. Hate watch party, Detroit. Damn, terrible defense, Minnesota. Fabian, I don't know, Fabian. I don't know. And I'm not sure, and I'm a little nervous. How do you feel about that question?
I wanted to continue your elaborate thoughts, your elaboration on these emotions, because the other side to this is, with the way the Pistons have been playing, when I then ask you if the playoffs started tomorrow, do you think the Detroit Pistons will be ready for it?
Not only do I think they ready, they gonna kick some fucking ass. And it kills me to say that. This Pistons team is impressive, man. It's impressive, man. You said something that was spot on. They still playing like it's the beginning of the season. They not sitting their guys. If Cade wasn't injured and going through what he's going through, he would be out there playing, fighting for that MVP trophy. They still play with the same intensity, the same toughness, roughness, right? The same arrogance, the same confidence. This team is definitely dangerous, and they're coached very well. I love how they coach. Fabian, I love more how they're coached than how they play. They are an extension of JB. Simple. Like, I don't give a fuck what nobody say. They play how he coaches. And I can't stand to give y'all niggas props, man. Oh, I can't stand to give y'all props.
That shit looked like they just ran a simple Princeton motion offense. Don't ask me how I know what the hell that is. But they just kept handing the ball over the top of the key till Kevin Huerter just decided to pull up for a three. And they hit that. 27-22. Pistons are up. Make it 27-24. Nas Reed's in the game. Did Nas Reed fall off? What was it? Jelly Fam, Jersey in the building. Nas Reed.
Yeah, Jersey in the building. I don't know if he fell off. I don't think he went to the next level.
Right.
I was definitely expecting him to like really go to the next level. But let's be honest, he's had a couple like historic games. So, you know, for me, Minnesota back-to-back conference finals, but they definitely going to need him if they're going to go to the next level. But yeah, Fabian, I don't think he fell off, but he didn't get much better. Like I said, we've seen the plays that got much better. Look at Randall, one man, one band. He's the definition. Hold on, can I ask you a question? Do you think Julius Randle is happy Ant-Man is out? That's the type of nigga he is.
Listen. Julius Randle is such a lunatic. I don't think he knows that Ant-Man is out for the game. He's crazy, bro.
No, he's
knows. Certified.
He cares. He's the number one option now.
You asked me if he cares.
Man,
I'm telling you that I don't think he knows.
You see the defense by Detroit? Lord,
they collapsed.
Mercy. Look. And if they don't fumble that ball, that was a dunking transition.
And the thing with Detroit is they're gonna crowd you, and if you don't have a one-on-one player, a one-on-one playmaker, you're dead. You're cooked. That's the reason why Luka and them were able to come back. But after being down 14.
Right. But now watching Detroit, right? Them playing with all that confidence and just their mindset is already made up. We ain't scared of nobody. That's what makes them very different. Like, you could tell even with our Knicks at times, like I said, when we played against Charlotte, we gave up. Like, with Detroit, no matter what, they ain't giving up.
Nope.
They ain't giving up. So I think, us Knicks Rehab Special Edition Knicks Hate Watch Party, I think it's very important, us as Knicks fans, to start paying a lot of attention to Detroit. Because, like I said, if you got to go through them, which I believe, I think is now a two-headed monster. Pause. I think Boston and Detroit is the two teams you're going to have to go through to get to the finals. Fabian, how do you feel about it going from the Knicks being a team you have to go through to now, we're a third party? Detroit and Boston is on a date, and now we're asking, can we come along, right? When it was supposed to be us, and they asking, can they come along? How do you feel about that as a Knicks fan?
We can't be surprised with the way that's been playing out, because what you just broke down with the Pistons, bringing it back full circle from how they've been playing the most consistent at the beginning of the year till now, just sticking to their guns. It's not just about bully ball. Yeah, they're going to foul you, they're going to hit you, but the way that they help each other on a defensive end, and they know you better be MVP candidate style, all NBA candidate style to be pulling off anything against them. They're preventing a lot of passes from taking place. They're stopping you from running the offense you want to run. What the hell have we done consistently this year to ever think otherwise? To think that we can even not give up. It's sometimes I think when we use the words give up, it's like people think about it with body language, and they literally want to see people, throw in a towel, and it's not that. You can see with the effort where people just get demoralized and they go like, damn, I'm not doing that again.
Right.
You can see that the motor all of a sudden ain't revving. And with the Knicks, too often that motor ain't revving, bro. It's not. And it stinks, especially when Minnesota's kind of in the same camp we are. When I asked you the Nas Reed question, it jogged my memory. That last season, if I'm not mistaken, Karl Anthony Towns and Nas Reed at a certain point, they were 50, 40, 90. They were shooting 50% from the field, 40% from three, 90% from the free throw line at certain points in the season.
Right.
That tells me, oh shit, they're running on offense. It seems to be like, I don't say 5 and out, but one of those guys got to be in a spot to spread the floor. And they were doing their thing. And they missed Cat, bro. They missed Cat because for Nas Reed to have that season the way that he did, he had Cat alongside with him, and Finch, who was probably more prepared to have that lineup than he is with Randall. He called Randall out the other day too for having 3 rebounds in the game.
Right.
It just shows that they're inconsistent as well. Yeah, there's a lot of talent there because even what you just said, the Pistons don't have a top 5 talent in the league. You could argue maybe Minnesota has more talent, but it doesn't mesh. You can have all the talent in the world, but when that thing don't mix, it looks funny. That's why I was so high on us 2 seasons ago. Anybody could look at us and be like, they ain't that talented. But when you watch them, it was beautiful basketball. Offensive, defensive side, and in transition. Randall in transition with us 2 seasons ago was just in. I beg anybody. One of Julius Randle's best games with the Knicks was against the Chicago Bulls. It was competitive until the second half, and Julius Randle went bananas. Bananas. So is he going to do that every game? No. This guy is a pothead. But it's unfortunate that we watch Minnesota and the Knicks kind of, they're bumping their head on the ceiling of what they used to be.
Yo, look at that Pistons defense, man. Even though they turned the ball back over, but end of the first quarter, Pistons up 33-24.
But that was
9-point lead. But go ahead.
But that's what we're talking about. You put so much pressure on them on the defensive end. It doesn't even matter if you don't score because you don't even have. You know you're not going to score. More than likely, not going to score. That's not what you do this for. When you're a defensive team, you play the game thinking 5 stops. Every 3 possessions, we got to stop you at least twice. Every 4 or 5 possessions, we got to stop you at least 3 or 4 times. That's how they think because they know, yo, man, we don't know what's going to work on the offensive end. We're just going to keep doing our thing, keep it simple. But we know on the defensive end, we know how this thing is going to go. We're hoping that everybody's engine stops running.
For me, watching this first quarter, big shout out everybody in the chat. Y'all know the drill. Knicks hate watch party. We're watching our enemies. Keep your enemies close. Keep your friends close. Keep your enemies closer. Yeah, we watching Detroit. We trying to, pick apart, see how we could kick y'all ass when we meet y'all in the playoffs, right? But please, y'all see the Cash App, ABTV3. Y'all see the Instagram page, All Ball TV 3_. Please support y'all. Hit the Cash App, hit that button and follow the new IG page, All Ball TV 3_. And at halftime, we're going to play our new song for All Ball TV. Fabian, watching this first quarter, I'm impressed. I'm impressed by their defense, but what I'm mostly impressed by is how they play as a team. You could tell they don't care who scores. They don't care, right? They just make the right play. And what I said about just life, make the right choice and you deal with the consequences, right? As long as you made the right choice, whatever the consequences is, it's fine, right? The Pistons, they get on my fucking nerves because they're good. They're good. And the difference between them and us now, and the difference last year, nobody feared Kay Cunningham. The NBA feared Jalen Brunson. That role has switched. It has reversed. Nobody fears Brunson anymore. They actually attack him. And they actually lick their chops. Big shout out to our brother Flea when they see him. The league fears Kay Cunningham now. They fear Ant-Man. They fear Wembanyama. They fear Jalen Brown. They fear SGA. That's just the honest truth. And it hurts me in my soul to say that. But what I've been saying about our Knicks, the difference with Brunson last season, he's been bad defensively. But offensively, he was Mike. Putting up Mike numbers in the playoffs. Regular season, 40 balls, right? When the last time he had a 40 ball? When the last time Jalen Brunson had a great game? So, us being able to watch as Pistons fans and try to break down why the fuck are they so good? Even without Kay Cunningham. And when we have our full roster, we're not good against good teams. And we're average against bad teams. So for me, Fabian, watching this game and just watching the first quarter, Flea always says something that's correct, but the Detroit Pistons, they may be able to skip a step. Think about that. Flea always say you can't skip steps. Can the Detroit Pistons skip steps?
Skipping a step at this point would be second round. Would be no conference finals.
Right.
Because you can win if you win the first round. Remember, you got to win the first round now. Right. Which is totally that's why you get the number 1 seed. Then you go to the second round, and that's where you see you'll see their flaws show up. They're supposed to lose if you don't skip steps, and that's what happened to OKC 2 seasons ago when they had the number 1 seed.
Right.
And I'm sitting there like, yo, how are they gonna lose? They look crazy. Lo and behold, they lost to Minnesota, right?
Yeah,
no, they lost to Dallas.
Yep, Dallas.
They lost to Dallas
with Kyrie and Luka.
Yeah, they lost to Dallas, who made a mid-season trade for Daniel Gafford and switched everything up, and that pushed them. And I like, of course, ever since Flea said that, it's like because he drills that home all the time, bro. You can't skip steps, and he was saying that about us being inconsistent, trying to find a new way to try to succeed in the playoffs and late into the season. There were 2 things that I wanted to say, and now my thoughts just crossed, and I can't get them together. But I think part of the reason why Jalen Brunson is now more guardable is because the Knicks are now more guardable. It's, look, they're just antagonists, bro. You got the guards grabbing Rudy Gobert's hand. They want to get on his nerves because they know what he did to Durant in the first quarter. Yo, let's get him out of here. Get him off his game. He shouldn't feel comfortable in the paint. That's part of the reason why JB Bickerstaff wants him to be chippy. So the Knicks, it's easier to guard Brunson when you know he's going one-on-one. He's not, and when he passes the ball, who can play make with the ball in their hands aside from Brunson when that's the style of play that he's been successful with his whole career. The opposite end of that is with the Pistons. They know who they are. They know who they are, and like you said, they don't mind. They don't care about who's going to score. And Cade Cunningham being the playmaker that he is at this point, they're playing like a team with something to prove. We don't play that way. We play like we won a chip already. That's our damn problem. Because Pat Riley always said that, the greed for more. Anytime you win, people start looking for more money. They start looking for more celebrity. What are we talking about with Josh Hart and these dudes? Josh Hart wants to be a bigger celebrity now, get into arguments with Stephen A. Smith on Twitter and social media. That's what Pat Riley was saying about the greed for more. When you win, you act like you deserve more. And the Knicks are doing that without winning the ultimate goal. It goes back to what you said. Was your ultimate goal just to get paid in the town? And now you feel like you won the Super Bowl in New York City? And now you're getting drunk off that kind of power, and you felt like you want more? Nah, dog. You're supposed to win a chip.
Yo, fucking Detroit defense, man. Like
suffocating.
This shit is crazy.
Lord, now you see why. Mercy. You talk about roster, it's all 5 guys on the court. Duncan Robinson is playing defense. No, is that Herter? Yeah, that's Herter. Herter locked up Luka the other day in crunch time.
Yo, what I'm seeing also in his first quarter is they're prepared. Unlike our Knicks, who are halftime never prepared. Half the time never prepared, right? And you're just watching the Detroit team just basically say, we don't care who's out there. We don't care who we playing against. Our energy, our intensity, our effort is always going to be the same. We're playing to win. And we're playing our style of basketball. You ain't tricking us into playing your style of basketball. So, listen, man. Right now, Minnesota looks frustrated. They down 12, 36-24. Durant at the line, shooting his second free throw. Free throw is good. Detroit up 13 against Minnesota on the road. And I'm going to be honest, it looks like they already is mentally in Minnesota's head just from pure defense.
Minnesota.
Look, Timberwolves 0 field goals made. Timberwolves 0 field goals made until just now in the last 5-10 minutes until Rudy Gobert got the dunk. Quick question. Pistons fans, I got a question for y'all. because I'm getting sick to my stomach glazing y'all. Keep it real. Fabian, Milwaukee healthy, Philly healthy, Boston healthy. Is Detroit still the number 1 seed? Is Cade Cunningham still MVP candidate?
Yeah. Yeah. Another reason why Detroit's are little brothers, are little cousins, similar colors, color jerseys. They're red, we're orange. They're competitive, man. Paul George and Joel Embiid are not known to compete when it matters most. Point blank, period. Milwaukee has Giannis to compete, but who? When you say the Milwaukee got to be healthy, who has to be healthy?
And I miss Indiana. If Indiana was healthy,
Indiana's a different story. You know how I feel about them with the kid Halliburton, and then if they're healthy with Zubac, forget about it. Forget about it. That's better than Miles Turner. That's better than Miles Turner. That's incredible. He was a defensive player of the year candidate the season before. And you add that next to Siakam, that's a different level. They might get a number 1 draft pick. Yo, they might get a couple one of them boys. Do you understand the position Indiana's in right now?
Insane.
The Central Division is getting on my damn nerves.
Listen, next season, the East, when everybody's healthy, is going to be crazy.
Sick.
And like you said, depending on whatever pick Indiana gets, and with that team, Halliburton is coming back to fully healthy, the East is going to be tough. The East is going to be tough.
And you got a guy in Indiana with Rick Carlisle. He don't mind developing the kids as long as they listen. And he's changed a lot, or a little bit. I think also sidebar with Indiana is just, I don't think Halliburton is the kind of point guard that Carlisle was used to. I think he bumped heads with Jason Kidd a little bit, and Rondo. He's a strong-minded dude, old school guys. Halliburton's probably just totally coachable. And plus, Carlisle switched his whole style up to go have a Halliburton on the team. And he adjusted to them, which again is part of the reason why we're frustrated with the Knicks, because Mike Brown was supposed to be the guy that unlocked whatever kind of system would fit and complement a Cat and Brunson lineup. That's Karis LeVert.
Yeah.
I forgot he was on here.
Yeah. Remember, he's injured for a bit, but yeah, he's been balling. Yeah. 39-28. Pistons up 11. Julius Randle on the post. They call a foul. Hey, Tory B. Jedi mind trick. Oh, don't. We got this, Tory B. We got this. Listen, Pistons fans, listen, we up 1 on y'all. Yeah, y'all kicked our ass in the regular season, but we know what matters. Playoffs. And we up 1 on y'all. So y'all chasing us. We ain't chasing y'all. But, we have to be honest. Us watching the Pistons games closely, watching JB on that sideline. Listen, man, they play the right style of basketball, and that's why they're in the position they're in. Just got to be honest. Have to be honest.
Like who stands out for you in Detroit in the first half so far?
The team.
Exactly.
The team. Exactly. Get the win. That's it. Get the win.
Durant has 2 fouls. He's playing like he has none.
Yeah. Get the win.
Yeah, JB Bickerstaff believed in him after he got his second foul, left him in for a little bit, then finally took him out in the first quarter. That was a charge on Gobert. Now they got what they wanted. They got Gobert with 2 fouls. Now what you got to do is,
and just ran a beautiful play, got the and one. Gobert, sit your bum ass down.
It was on Gobert.
Let's see. Oh no, it wasn't on Gobert. No.
I was about to say, for you to get a foul from that far out the free throw line is embarrassing.
(41-29). Detroit up 12.
Michigan Hendo, who was hurt for y'all last year? Stewart?
I think Stewart and Duren. Right?
Everybody beats a hurt roster.
Free throw no good.
Yeah, bless one. They kicked our ass this year.
Yeah.
And we have to do the scouting report for our Knicks. even though I got Flea in the back of my mind going, what's the plan? What's the plan? What's the plan? It's me and the all ball go back to our corners in our office, in the corner office in Madison Square Garden, where they ignore us. We made a list of coaches that they ignored. All ball, so you got to play with confidence against these Pistons. Put Durant in foul trouble.
And you got to play with toughness. You got to play with toughness against Detroit. They hit you, you hit back. Simple.
You can't look at the ref.
Yeah, throw text all over this place. Fucking kick motherfuckers out. You got to show fight. You got to show fight. That's why Mike Brown, you know, if the Pistons is in the conference finals against us, because we gonna be there. We waiting on y'all. Fuck what nobody say. We gonna be there.
I forgot that. Remember, the Minnesota and Detroit was scrapping last year when Dante DiVincenzo with the rookie kid.
Well,
not Ryan Rollins. What's the rookie kid's name? He's all right too. He's okay. I like him. He's chippy.
Do you think right now, if you had to put your money on it, Pistons, Boston, Knicks, who's representing the East in the finals?
I gotta be totally biased and say the Knicks. Can't give up yet.
Okay, but I mean, explain a little bit.
Just the fact that even last year I wasn't saying we weren't a championship team. We were not going to make the finals. You believed in them, and it wasn't until we saw some things at the end of the year where Mitchell Robinson came back and he gave us a surge. At some point, Mitchell Robinson is the guy that's been getting very vocal about, yo, we got to stop thinking about, stop doing dumb shit, basically. And if they can turn those words into actions, I think that's when we start playing with beyond confidence. It's just this thoughtless style of basketball. Doesn't mean it's low IQ. Just do what you got to do. It's not like we can't run these plays. I just feel like with I know Tibbs' offense sounds way more complicated than it should be. But come playoff time, you're gonna have to rely on a half-court offense. And at some point, you got to sit down and go, yo, what worked last year? Y'all won the playoffs last year. What worked? We need 5 of them plays minimum in the middle of each quarter. Run 1 or 2 of them and throw these guys off because they know what we're doing all season long. And we're used to you guys getting easy buckets. Again, I haven't seen the double screens yet where I want them to. They just got chicks bending over in Levi's now. What the hell?
Yeah, I forgot that artist's name. She made the song Anxiety. I think she signed
that's her?
Yeah, she signed to TDE. Yeah,
I think she's ill.
Yeah, she dope.
She's ill. Dope. She could rap and sing and forgetting her name. But there was a big deal about her on the social medias. And that's what it is. The way Brunson was playing against the Hornets the other night, we're forgetting that come playoff time, he can lock in like that. And the no nonsense might surface, the no nonsense attitude where, yo, this is the playoffs, man. We coming in here, same time to joke around. You know, it might rub off on someone like Cat and Josh Hart, all ball. What are you thinking? Who's gonna come out the East?
I'm gonna go with our Knicks, and it's not because I'm a Knicks fan. I mean, that may slightly be a reason, but we got to be realistic. Like Deuce, like we're gonna have one of the deepest rosters in the playoffs. Let's not forget, Shaman's been injured. Deuce is coming back, right? Mitchell Robinson is starting to be able to play back-to-backs, and we all know in the playoffs ain't no back-to-back games. So I think, you know, for us to be able to have one of the deepest rosters in the NBA, and what I'm banking on is Jalen Brunson turning back into Michael Jordan in the playoffs. I mean, if we had to put our money on it, he beat Cade already in the playoffs, right? So, but it's going to be tough. I think you can't sleep on Detroit or Boston. You just can't. And I just love, like I said, how Detroit is being coached, and then we know Boston got that championship pedigree. But I think, I think it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough, and I think what's going to help out a lot of these teams is the seedings. Like I said, if we stay in that 3rd seed and we play Toronto in the first round, I think that's good for us. So now you got to strategize this thing, Fabian. We got to listen. Y'all can say whatever y'all want. So it's about being smart. Let's try to make that road a little smooth to the conference finals, right? So I think we stay in that third seed. You know what I mean? Play Toronto. I think that's a 5-game series. And then we see from there. But out of those 3 teams, I would definitely pick us because, like I said, I don't see Brunson or Shame of the Deuce, certain guys just struggling like this in the playoffs, night in and night out. So I'm definitely taking us.
Especially to quote the Honorable Flea, ain't no skipping steps. If we're serious about that. Dante DiVincenzo with a 3, bring it to a 6-point game, 43-47.
But Fabian, just real quick, but you see what I'm saying? How you got to play against Detroit? Bro, you got to fight. You got to fight. You can't bow down. Know what I mean? And you got to play with that same amount of confidence. So
look at Dante. He's just picking at him. He's swiping at the ball on defense.
Right.
He's hyped.
Like, yeah, let's be real. Detroit isn't unbeatable, right? They listen. Every team, has a chink in their armor. Every team has a kryptonite. Nobody's unbeatable. We've seen that against OKC in the finals with Indiana, right? When people were saying Indiana may win 1 game, including my dumb ass. And that shit went 7 games. DiVincenzo, another 3, no good. But offensive rebound by Minnesota. DiVincenzo should have took that shot again.
Yeah, he should have. He was in rhythm.
Yep. 6-point ball game, 5 minutes, 17 seconds left. And for me, I'm going to tell y'all why we're going to be dangerous against Detroit. Because we're going to be cool, calm, and collective. We've been there before. Y'all chasing us. Y'all want the smoke. So I think nerves is going to be at an all-time high. I just think it's just gearing up for a great series. Hopefully Detroit will meet us there because we're going to be there. So hopefully Detroit don't fuck up this party and allow somebody to get them out of there before they meet us.
Yo, you made a couple of great points. Mitchell Robinson doesn't have to play back-to-backs in the playoffs. The fact that he can play 7 straight games, 8, let's say you got to win 16 of them things. So, hit him with the 4-4-4-4 from Moses Malone. You know how I feel about him. If he plays 16 straight games and doesn't play any back-to-backs, someone just asked who are the most physical players on the Knicks. Got Mitchell Robinson, got OG Anunoby. That's the guy, Deuce McBride. Those are the guys we need to be more physical. And you also said about the Pistons, them being, young, dumb, full of cum, as they say when we were growing up. That inexperience can hurt you. You don't know how to really. We all been there before. We get too excited. The one thing, if you guys listen to All Ball, I always consider him and Flea such great speakers, right? Listen to what All Ball says.
Go ahead. Lead cut the 4, y'all. 43-39. Lead cut the 4. Go ahead, Fabian.
Great defense and also led by Dante DiVincenzo. He's not letting up with Daniels Jenkins. As soon as Daniels gets the ball, he puts pressure on him because he knows, even though he's not a point of attack kind of defender, look at the way he defended Tobias Harris shot in the corner. Dante's that's what I miss about him. Like, there's no way Mikal Bridges is more talented than him. This is all heart, all motor. Look at him.
Shot. Ooh, that would have been a nice 3 if he could knock that down in the corner.
Hey, All Ball, don't you miss guys that can hit a transition layup without spraining an ankle?
No, don't you miss just being able to get in transition?
I think also, just to finish that point about Detroit, the inexperience, Cat has experience. He's been to 2 Western Conference Finals. That's a deep finals run. Jalen Brunson, same thing. All these Knicks have been there the season before. They know what it feels like. We also may have a chip on our shoulder because at some point, you got to put that thing on the bulletin board, Mike Brown. Hey, they saying we were a fluke last year. They said our victory over the Pistons last year was a fluke. They're saying the Boston series was a fluke. That's what they saying, y'all.
Yeah. Julius Randle with a turnover. Oh, my God.
It's terrible. His court vision is just, he just hasn't learned how to slow it down.
Look at him. And back. Look. He ready to go 1-on-3. Look at him. The definition of one man, one band, one sound. Come on. Let's go, Minnesota. It was just a ball game. Knock it down, DiVincenzo. Ah, come on, man. He tired. That was short.
Yeah, he is.
That was
Yeah,
a
he's
big shot,
tired.
though. Duncan Robinson, no good. 6-point
Damn,
ball
look at
game.
Robinson pulled up.
It's a big timeout. Good timeout.
They're tired. Randall's tired. If Duncan Robinson's been in the league for a while, why shoot that? Why shoot? You weren't set up. You just had a great defensive possession. You kind of got bailed out by the fact that Dante was short on the shot, long rebound, and you got down court. You didn't see anybody transition, and you basically gave the possession up. The total opposite of how they ended the quarter, where you played defense so hard it didn't matter if you scored. At that point, it was better to gather yourself. Minnesota was tired. Dante is harassing you. That same guy, his harassment exhausted him, and now you gave all that up.
Yeah. I mean, 6-point ball game. Minnesota down 6 at home. Detroit is on the road. Knicks hate watch party. Yes, we are hating on the Detroit Pistons. We would love for them to lose every single game from now to the playoffs. Detroit Pistons fans in the building. Hate. Cash App, ABTV3. Instagram, Allball TV, 3_. Fabian, you want to read some Cash Apps if it's some there?
Oh, it's a Cash App. Thanks for reminding me. My guy earlier, Big Dog. What's my guy's name? Kent Booth. Appreciate you, man. This guy, Kent Booth. 8:10 this morning. We weren't live. What does Kent Booth say? Listen, I'm a Pistons fan, but y'all are the shit. Real. Kent, totally appreciate you, man. Proud black man. Thank you for your $10. For black plus black. Oh, it's black plus black plus black plus black. My God. What's going on, man?
Oh, he said,
appreciate
I'm black,
that, fellas.
And I'm blinkety black,
y'all.
I'm black, black, y'all.
And Kent Booth, I guess he must have sent $14 or something because they gave us $13.55. the Cash App numbers are weird, but we appreciate y'all hitting that Cash App because YouTube be robbing us even though we're here. 30%. We ain't scared to say it. Apple, you want an Apple device? They'll rob us too. 30% for that. Appreciate y'all, man.
By the way, halftime. Got a special prize for y'all. Special surprise for y'all. We will be listening to the All Ball TV song. Fire. Can't wait for y'all to hear that.
Real
Fabian,
quick, now that we're on the subject, hold on, All Ball. First of all, the OG of the OGs has a message for you directly, brother. Tori B. She stated, hold up, OG. Me and Darlene B and Kim Doc, aka Mo, gonna need you to find a new greeting for everybody else. First of all, let me say this before All Ball answers. I love Tori B's New York double talk. If you don't know what she's talking about, you ain't supposed to know. If you know, you know, All Ball. What's your response to Tori B, young man?
Tori B, I gotta do what you say. Listen, you the OG. I'ma listen. You gotta give me a few though. But ain't nothing. Listen, I love when the females are a little jelly. That's what I'm talking about. I got you. I got you, Tori B. Come on now, you know it's all love. I got you.
I can't front. That's one of the most, like a healthy jealousy. It's nice.
It's only sexy if it's healthy. Yeah, it's
yes.
Only. Hold on. If it's crazy and then it leads to crazy, you know what? That's okay too now.
Okay.
Like if you attempt to stab me or shoot me and then it just leads into just out of control
to the waterfall.
Right, I'm with that now. Right, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm with that. Get me arrested, then come to the precinct and go, you know what, officer, I changed my mind. And then in the back of the car, go like, I'm right. Listen. So You know. Hey, Darlene Bryan, I got y'all. Y'all are 100% correct. I'm not fighting back with the OG ladies of
Wait a minute.
TV. I will.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. How did you, Darlene and Mo, how did you even come to this consensus?
They the OGs, bro. What do you mean?
Okay, wait. Hold on a second, old boy. You don't just I say something and I know what you're gonna say, and I'm just gonna claim your opinion for you. Is there a all ball or ladies of all ball group chat that we are not privy to?
No. Good try. Y'all see what he? No. How about that? No. Good try, brother. 4-point ball game. 45-41. Minnesota. You know what?
About 4. I forgot. Hold on, boy. Don't you do it. It's too late. It's too late.
No.
You're hating on Detroit so bad that you threw the massive hate on me. And I'm over here chilling. I'm just asking questions. I'm just a little curious.
Hey, Jazz, you right. I would never think I would have to bring out the 2-shot Dillinger on my brother. I would never, right? Do I got to throw 2 shots in the air at my brother? Huh? But I'm about to throw 2 shots at this bum-ass nigga Nas Reed. Because Fabian said something earlier. You out there looking like jack shit. Make a layup, nigga. Let's get to the task at hand. Beat the fucking Detroit Pistons. Fuck.
He ain't hungry. He's eating, bro.
Bum-ass nigga.
Jelly fan.
That nigga's supposed to be thirsty to look good.
Jelly fan belly full.
6-point ball game. 47-41. Minnesota down 6 at home against the bum-ass enemies of the Knicks, Detroit Pistons. Julius Randle with the ball. Up top. 3-pointer. No good. Brick City. Offensive rebound. Long 3. No good. Detroit on the up. Detroit. Ooh, good D. Good D by Minnesota.
Great defense.
Another 3 by Minnesota. Brick. Lord have mercy.
Oh boy. They're playing. What's the park down the block from Rucker Park?
Yeah, they playing at the other park.
They at the other park.
Yeah, they playing at the other park.
Yo, man. They said you gonna have to bring out the 2-shot Dillinger on your man. You trying to Nino G money me right now?
Listen.
Am I my brother's keeper?
Nigga say, yo, G, I'm on the run. Nigga say it can be like it used to be. No, it can't. No, it cannot.
Jam Rock always. Thank you for your $5. Of the Knicks, Celtics, and Pistons, who has had more players improve over the summer? God damn, what a question. 38 seconds left. I'm going to get back to that. This question is mean. Who was that with the fake reverse layup? Ew.
7-point ball game. Under 20 seconds left. Julius Randle. Lord have mercy.
Did he almost have a backcourt violation? What a loser.
Oh, my God. Okay.
He went with the hard dribble.
My man, slow-mo. What are they doing? Slow-mo with the shot. 5-point ball game. 4.5 seconds left. Don't tell me Detroit scored.
No, I'm actually later than you by a second.
Okay.
Slow-mo is like
y'all.
Slow-mo is the player that you hate. Hate to hit a shot on you. Hate to have anything successful on you. Of course, Tobias Harris took the shot and missed. What else is he gonna do?
Slow-mo is the reason you win every argument when they say niggas from back in the days couldn't play in the league. That's when you pull up a YouTube clip of slow-mo. And big shout out to him.
So real quick at the half now.
Hey, halftime, y'all. We have a world premiere.
As All Ball hit you with that jazz. Before we get to the premiere, Pistons are up 49-44, up by 5. Low scoring game. 11 points for Tobias Harris. He leads the way. 10 points for Paul Reed. And 5 rebounds for Durant as well on the Minnesota side of things. Goldberg with 10 points, 11 for Dante DiVincenzo, 7 for Julius Randle. This game is actually kind of trash. We're relying on, I don't even know what. Get ready, y'all. Get ready. The world premiere. And I found out who it was. So, God, one of the biggest supporters we got on here, K. Dot. He just dropped a gem on us right before we got on the live. He said, no message. Just play this here. World premiere. All Ball TV. Intro song from K. Dot.
On the floor, hear the echo of shoes, every miss, every make.
Hold up.
On Ball TV.
Well, you gotta act like the young niggas.
Turn that up. Yeah. They shook. I'm steady, eyes up, I'm ready. Pressure on my chest, turn that weight to confetti. Big crowd buzzing, name in their mouth. Talk slick in the comments, but quiet in crowds. I've been grinding in the dark till my knuckles went numb. Every UK echo turn fuel for my lungs. I don't duck that smoke, I just walk straight through. If they scared of the stage, then I want that view, yeah. Woo. All Ball TV, they scared, but I'm not. I was made for the moments when the whole room stops. New York, Nick forever, I'ma ride for the block. Blue, orange in my veins, this heart don't dry. All Ball TV, they scared, but I'm not. I was raised in the fire, I'ma rise from the lost. New York, Nick forever, I'ma die for the cause. Put my name in the rappers, hear the crowd go. Fast break, no brakes, I'm ahead by legs. Every setback became part of my strength. Talk big on the screen, but they fold in the paint. I've been taking those hits, turning ghosts into sweat on the floor.
We preview the All Ball song.
Every minute, paid all those dues from the nosebleed seats to the courtside view. I was yelling
How the young niggas do?
the stars come through. All Ball TV, they scared, but I'm not. I was made for the moments when the whole room stops. New York, Nick forever, I'ma ride for the block. Blue roads in my veins, this heart don't drop. All Ball TV, they scared, but I'm not. I was raised in the fire, I'ma rise from the lost. New York, Nick forever, I'ma die for the cause. Put my name
Never the little
in the
one.
rappers, hear the crowd go.
Warren Harris, you a hater.
Doubt my name, let them tune right in. Every stumble, every scar, that's the price of a win.
We can't do shit while the Pistons play.
Let's go no face. Let's go no face.
Yeah, that's right. Let's go.
Ziggy, I don't care if it's AI. You fucking Fire Skywalker, yeah, let them know.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Big
yo,
shout
Juan.
out K. Dot.
K. Dot. Fax Moolah. Yo, Juan Harris, I could tell you never had a chick sing for you ever in your life. What you talking about?
Listen,
What you talking
Pistons
about?
fans, we hate y'all so much. We debuted our song for the Knicks Hate Watch Party, Pistons versus Minnesota. Yeah. Friendly hate. I know it's all love. Big shout out to Pistons fans, but we pray y'all get your ass kicked today. Knicks for life. Listen, all jokes aside, big shout out K-Dot, man, for him to take the time out to do that, to show love and support for the whole chat, even the Pistons fans, for everybody. Yo, man, the way y'all show us love, we do this for y'all. Like, seriously. We sit and we put this together and we be like, yo, let's do a hate watch party because we know the Pistons fans going to show love. Even though we know it's a competitive, hate for one another, but it's all love, all actual, and all reality. We appreciate y'all. That's facts. Seriously. So for K-Dot to show love like that, yo, man, thank you, my brother. We really appreciate it. In the chat, like I always tell y'all the dopest chat, my opinion, in social media. Now we have Pistons fans in here trolling us, showing love. Listen, man, we can't ask for much more. Thank you. And after all that said and done, there's still Pistons fans go to hell. But thank you at the same time. Real talk.
Definitely, man. Appreciate y'all being in the building. And don't be scared. Contact us at allballtv.com. allballtv.com. I think BQE perspective at gmail.com. Send us your tracks over there too. Look what K Dot ain't. See, that's another thing what K Dot did. Shout out to Stacks, Tom Indifferent, on Jeremy's house. Tory B, Mo, all you guys that just ain't scared to DM and reach out, because as bad as the world looks like on social media, because this thing be looking horrible sometimes. How the hell are we on a YouTube live with 229 people in the building right now? We ain't talking Knicks. I mean, we talking Knicks, of course, but we're also able to connect with people that just feel the way that we feel. And then you got people just submitting music. We might need a tournament out here for music. Drop y'all tracks, man. See, that song I ain't gonna front, K Dot. When that hook came up, that's when I was like, wait, what the fuck?
Yeah, hook is tough.
That shit is ill. They scared, but I'm not.
Like, come on, man. You hit that like button, y'all. Real quick, Fabian, because we're definitely gonna be able to just continue to give K Dot his props. We'll definitely play it tomorrow. Don't forget, oh boy, you were going to talk about Cat at halftime. David Smith, look, he don't let nobody forget. Before we get to Cat, Fabian, real quick, for the Pistons fans, us being Knicks fans, first half, tell me your thoughts on Pistons versus Minnesota. What do you like? What do you don't like?
You don't like that they haven't found the second scorer yet, because in the playoffs, no matter how this thing looks, regular season game after regular season game, the playoffs, you're gonna have to play the same team at least 4 times to get that series win. You haven't found a second option, a go-to option yet. The other side to that is, without the second go-to option, they out here beating down these damn teams. And in the West, by the way, once again, West, y'all thought they were still running things. Another East Coast team beating down these West Coast teams. It's looking like the champions coming out from the East, like it should have happened last year if Halliburton didn't get hurt. It is the defense, man. Oh boy, come on! Like, how much? You can't even name it. Their play, it's an all-white jersey. It's all white. It's an all-white onslaught on the defensive end. They're creating everything. All the stops. They don't care who scores, like you said earlier. And the way they crowd the space, especially in the paint, they're not letting you drive. In an era where everything's all about drive and kick, everything's all about three-point shots. They're outside of the top 10 in three-point percentage, and they put up a stat where they said there was only 4 teams out of the last 15 champions that finished outside the top 10 in three-point shooting and won a championship. That's, you don't do that without this level of defense. This is high-level defense. I want to say their defense is better than OKC. That's how much I'm impressed by this Detroit Pistons overall.
What I've seen in the first half from Detroit, very good defense, but I agree with you. Like I said, Duren, first half only has 4 points. Tobias Harris has 11. If I'm the Knicks and I got to meet up with Detroit in the conference finals, that's what I'm banking on. If y'all are going to have Tobias Harris as your second option, I'm fine with that. Like I said, Duren is a good player, but I think he's overrated as far as offensively. Like I said, Duren, good player, but if you could get him in foul trouble, like everybody's been saying, after Cade Cunningham, who's going to be that second option? We have a plethora of that. It could be Cat. It could be OG. We all know, as much as Josh Hart get on my nerves, he can get hot, right? So I think the Pistons team, they're going to have to address that sooner than later, because the playoffs are here, and you're going to need a second option consistently in the playoffs. And like I said, if it's going to be Tobias Harris, listen, I'll live with that all day. Let's talk about Cat real quick. Big shout out Davis. Fabian, the Detroit Pistons looks like the team to beat. We're doing a hate watch party watching them. They look impressive. They're winning. No Cade, no Stewart, right? Karl Anthony Towns, in some people's opinion, is the most important player on our team, right? We brought him here to get us over the hump. Last 2 games, we 1-1 against the Pelicans, against Charlotte. No Cat down the stretch. Your opinion, why is that? And a follow-up question after you respond to why you think that is, how important is it for Cat to play great basketball for us to beat Detroit to get to the finals?
That first game against the Pelicans, Mike Brown's been experimenting with the small ball lineup. We saw Diawara playing at the 5 at a certain point against the Pelicans in crunch time, if I'm not mistaken. And I think he brought in Mitchell Robinson, who he wanted to get control of the boards. Same thing with the Hornets. He wanted to get Mitchell Robinson in there to muck things up, as Flea always says. And that seems to be the reason why. Cat being maybe a step slow, especially on the defensive end, he wanted to shore that up. But shout out to the hot hand theory. They got a dope Knicks channel, and they break down film, and they show some film on how Charlotte exposed and exploited Jalen Brunson on defensive end, where Jalen Brunson would throw OG out for the switch, and he would switch like Miles Bridges and stuff, or Miles Bridges in the corner. And Charlotte would abandon whatever the play was and throw the ball right in the post to Miles Bridges, and he would score on Brunson. And they would do that over and over again. They were hunting Brunson on the defensive end. I think that was not Bless one. Forgot who it was in the comments that was saying 10 for 24 for Jalen Brunson is no good. Well, the first half was good. And the fact that Mike Brown isn't able to, in real time, make these decisions and stand firm, be assertive on what you want to do is part of the reason why you ain't getting Cat going. Because even if Jalen Brunson's the clutch performer of the year, the last year, we know he's gearing up for the end of the game. For me, in any sport, your job is to figure out what you're good at, your strength, whatever your strengths are, learn how to dominate with that strength, and then you work your way around that strength. You kind of use it as a decoy, and then you open things up that way. Utilize Brunson as a decoy somewhat to run plays like that, especially when you got someone like Cat who can go for 40 points on any given night, especially against the Charlotte Hornets, who had, their starting 5 has been playing as good as any starting 5, if not better than every starting 5 in the league, and they're on fire. Mike Brown doesn't believe in Cat. The team doesn't believe in Cat. And when we say that, we're not talking about what they think. I'm talking about what they do. You do not play as if you believe in Karl Anthony Towns, who you brought here in a trade for your guy from the Nova Knicks, Dante DiVincenzo. They have absolutely no confidence in Karl Anthony Towns when it matters most of all. And that's the only thing I could come up with.
For me, this is all about Mike Brown. Mike Brown is going to be the reason we either are in the finals representing the East or not. And it depends on how he's able to use Cat. Just think about if Cat played for the Pacers, or if he was on his Detroit team playing for JB. They would find a way to make sure he's part of the offense. Worst case scenario. Fuck even going through you, right, as the offense. At least be part of the offense. Just imagine if Cat was in Boston, right? This is all on Mike Brown. This is all on Mike Brown. Mike Brown, these last 2 games, has been horrific the way he's treated Cat. And what I don't understand is the players. Hey, Tiger Girl, what up, baby? Big shout out, Tiger Girl. The players, y'all are even allowing Mike Brown to do that to Cat. Because no one's fighting for Cat. Josh Hart, who is now the speaker box, the voice for the Knicks, I don't hear him saying, hey, for us to win basketball games, we need one of our best players in the game down the stretch. They are fine with that. You know why? Because they get to run amok. They get more field goal attempts. So for me, I can't defend Mike Brown no more. You cannot have your second best player and some consider him the first best player. You can't have him not in the game down the stretch. No. Now, if it's a 1-point ball game and we're on defense and you think he can't defend, that's a different story. We've seen it happen. We've seen Popovich take out Tim Duncan. We've seen Phil Jackson sit Scottie Pippen. We've seen those moments, right? But those are 2-second, 1-second moments. Those are not a full quarter. This is all on Mike Brown. And what he's doing to Karl Anthony Towns, it needs to be studied. Is this purposely being done? Because it seems intentional. I'm sorry. I don't see how you sit someone that you're paying $60 million a year in the fourth quarter against the Pelicans. I don't see it. Yeah, we got the win, but nah. Listen, bless one. I get what you're saying. The game is back on. We definitely going to discuss this on Knicks Rehab this week. But we could keep alluding to Cat's confidence, which is a point, right? But at the same time, we can't ignore Mike Brown's coaching. This shit is trash. He's allowing Josh Hart to do whatever he wants. Come on now. Julius Randle for 3, no good. Rudy Gobert, offensive rebound. DiVincenzo, pump fake. Kick back to Conley for 3, no good. Minnesota has ample opportunity to cut this lead down, and they're just missing out on them. They're shooting terrible for 3.
No rhythm.
They are 5 for 25 from 3. Detroit is 4 of 14. Minnesota is 5 of 25 from 3. Terrible.
No rhythm. And that's how the Pistons get you, because you can't drive and kick. And the reason why that's important, look, even though Daenerys Jenkins just threw a crazy shot off the backboard because he saw Gobert coming from his peripherals, when you can't drive, and they just drove right now because they sped up. Whatever. That's not the guy from Chicago. Who's this? The kid from Minnesota. I don't know his name. Shannon Jr. He went directly to the basket when he saw an opening, because you got to get to the basket, get him in foul trouble. Durant has 2 fouls. Make sure his fouls match the amount of. Make sure whatever quarter it is that their best player matches that quarter number with the amount of fouls that they have, and you do that by putting pressure on them. Get to the basket, and it'll open up the 3-point shots. Because now they can't really just defend you in the paint. They gotta kind of like pull back on when they're trying to defend the shot. So they're doing a great job of just taking every team out of their rhythm by. It's not even packing the paint. It's some slick shit that they pulling. Because it's not packing the paint. They're putting up a wall, like a collapsing wall, and they spread back out when the ball player kicks the ball out. They're just a really great defense.
That was a tough putback by Thompson, but the pick that Duren put on what's the name was tough. Got to make layups. I hate when they complain to the refs and why y'all complaining the other team is going down and Duncan Robinson for 3 good. That's when you call a timeout. See, you can't, and that's what we do. You can't complain because now they go and hit a 3 in transition. Now it's a 9-point ball game. It was just 5. Julius Randle turns the ball over. Thompson, timeout. Look, terrible. Within less than 30 seconds, Detroit pushed the lead up to 11.
They just scored 7 straight points, 7-0 run, because exactly what you just said. The complaining, you got to the basket and you missed the layup because you're scared to get fouled or get your shot blocked. You complain to the referee. The reason why that's important against any team, is that you're making it easier for the offense to go score or run a play. And then on top of that, this is not just any team. This is a really good team. They're one of the best teams in the league. And you're making it easier for them to score when they're not known for scoring. You're doing them a favor. They could stop you. They've been stopping you. Why are you giving them points? It's the stupidest thing you could do. Talk to the ref during the timeout. Tell the coach to talk to the referee. These are the things that you spoke about earlier about not losing your confidence against the Pistons. That's showing a lack of confidence. No, Play arrogant.
Yep. And you have to play smart basketball. Like, so for our Knicks, us being Knicks fans watching this game, Minnesota versus Detroit, which is definitely a hate watch party, right? And I'm going to keep saying it. Y'all see the Cash App, ABTV3. Please hit that Cash App, and y'all see the Instagram page. It's no way in the world y'all ain't following us on Instagram. All Ball TV 3_. That's where you get all the funny content. You get some of the great clips. Y'all can comment on them. Y'all can hit us up in the DM. Once again, All Ball TV 3_. Yeah, listen, we watching our enemies, right? And we're watching how we can navigate, how we can pick and some things we can use against them, right? Detroit is tough. Detroit is tough. And what that sequence they just did shows you why they're the best team in the East. No matter how we feel about our Knicks. Fabian said it earlier, and I love that comment. They're playing like they're not the number 1 seed.
Got something to prove.
They're about 5-6 games ahead. They can sit the rid of them guys if they really wanted to. They can sit Tobias Harris if they really wanted to. Listen, they're trying to prove a point. That's why I said, excuse me, going against them, you got to understand that. You got to understand that that coach has a chip on his shoulder. And he's transferred that chip to the team. He ain't taking no shit from the fans and definitely from his team. So if you're not going to match that energy, your ass is going to get kicked. Simple and plain. You have to match their energy. Mentally, physically, everything. You have to. And you have to play smart basketball because they have some dogs. They have athleticism. And they have some guys that are tough on defense. And like I said, that quick 4-point ball game turns to 11-point ball game. You can't turn the ball over with them. They're going to get out on that transition, on that break, and they gone. So you got to play smart basketball. And like you said, Fabian, those 1 or 2 plays with Randall just turning the ball over, he gave up as the ball was turned over. The young man missed the layup. He complaining. Don't get back, transition 3. So right now, this next 2-3 minutes is very important for Minnesota because this could turn into a 20-point lead real fast. Real fast.
I love that you brought up that JB Bickerstaff has a chip on his shoulder. And he was an assistant coach for a long time. Charlotte, Minnesota, Houston, early in the 2010 decade, in the 2000s as well.
Tough shot, Chisel. They needed that. Go ahead, Fabian. Sorry.
Big time. I was in rhythm too. Then eventually goes to Memphis, where he does coach after being an associate head coach. I'm barely remembering that. And then he became an associate head coach with Cleveland and then became the head coach. And that was for what, 5 years, 6 years? This is post LeBron. This is Kobe Altman from Brooklyn, New York. New Utrecht, Brooklyn, New York. He's out there now, the president of basketball operations after being a general manager.
Nigga Rudy Gobert. Your man might have pulled something too. Tobias Harris. He's walking. Looked like he might have pulled something.
He's sprawling on the floor. The way JB Bickerstaff was fired from the Cavaliers was surprising because they were starting to come up, and I always felt like, well, damn, it wasn't his fault. He can't make Evan Mobley and Jarrett Allen be tough. Right. They didn't want to be tough, and they were still talking about toughness last season when Kenny Atkinson went over there. So this sounds very familiar with the Knicks, where we still have the same issues as last year, and we haven't solved them riddles. But JB Bickerstaff, he did not like being fired by Cleveland like that. He did not like being the scapegoat for those players. He knew, oh, damn, man, y'all bum-ass motherfuckers. You blaming me? Then he goes to Detroit, who had Monty Williams, and, Flea was pushing back because I said Monty Williams don't deserve no damn $80 million. I don't know what they were thinking. And again, I always bring up the fact that they were going through their own nepotism. They had a little corrupt system going on over there. They turned things around, drafted the right players, and it seems to be lightning in the bottle at the moment. For all these players to feel like underdogs, JB Bickerstaff to feel like an underdog, feel like they got something to prove, and they play like they got something to prove. Especially once you're talented enough, it's a recipe for success.
DiVincenzo's keeping the Minnesota Timberwolves in this game. Julius Randle is non-existent. I don't even think he's in double digits. DiVincenzo, 17 points. He's keeping them in this game. 7-point ball game. Duren to the basket, blocked by Rudy Gobert. Minnesota on the break. Conley coming down. Julius Randle looking timid. Looking timid. They looking for DiVincenzo for another three. No good. Like, Randle, how do you not try to impose your will on this game tonight?
Right.
If Duren is not on you, there's nobody else on there that should be able to guard you, especially Tobias Harris.
Right.
Tobias Harris with the layup. 9-point ball game, 51-60.
That was another struggle watching Randle when he was here in New York. Again, operating from the top of the key too much, way too far from the basket when you're that big. And the other thing was about Randle. He didn't have the same issues with Cat where the referee, they don't call calls for Cat, and a lot of it is questionable. Randle gets the foul calls.
You got to call another timeout. Detroit, another transition play, a long shot
Easy
by Minnesota.
baskets.
Yeah. But what's up with Randle? He not even taking no shots. Are you purposely doing this?
Yeah. Bro,
what are you doing?
He's in.
That's why I told y'all. Listen, that's why I told y'all. This dude is nuts. Now he takes a shot. He misses. Come on, bro.
But again, you don't want him as a number one option. And that's the problem. He's your number one option here, your number one playmaker. And this is what happens when he makes those decisions. Yeah,
but Fabian, if he's not aggressive at all, remember what I said 2 minutes ago. I said if Minnesota, look, Julius Randle, 7 points, 2 for 11 from the field, no 3-point shots made. And what I just said a little while ago, if Minnesota isn't careful, this thing could get to 20 and get out of control quick. Remember, Detroit is not playing a great game tonight.
Oh, I disagree. They're playing amazing, bro.
No.
They're playing amazing. They don't have. I understand what you're saying.
Game. No, right. They're playing their game.
Not just their game. There's no Cade. Durant had 2 fouls, and just the defense. That's why Randle is confused. Once you throw a good defense, it's not even a great look. He just doesn't know what to do because it's a good defense. And he don't know what
back layups. Wow. And remember, I told y'all I'm not a big Tobias Harris fan, but when y'all ask me who's going to be that option, listen, Tobias Harris. Oh my God, Rudy Gobert. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Rudy Gobert.
Is this the tape you're going to show Mitchell Robinson later? Because we all know Mitchell Robinson's trainer on the low. You're going to show him this and be like, yo, at least look, if he can do it, you could try this.
What the fuck was that? And he's still in the game?
He's still in the NBA.
Bruh. Saw Thompson, no good. 11-point ball game, 5 minutes, 45 seconds left. You got to get the ball up. DiVincenzo, the only one being aggressive. Like you said, Fabian, what's up with Naz Reid? Like, what's up with these guys?
Look, he's trying to. Dante, wow.
Thompson with the foul. You have to be aggressive with Detroit. You have to be aggressive, though.
But he's the only one.
Right.
DiVincenzo's the only one who's playing fearless. And that's part of the problem.
Look.
You can't rely on Dante DiVincenzo.
How you about to lay the ball up and lose it in the air? Rebound. Look. Created his own fast break. Get a timeout, bro. Get a timeout. How do you get the rebound and push it and lay 3 Minnesota Timberwolves?
These are one of them games where you're going to, no surprise, Chris Finch will get himself thrown out. What is Naz Reid? Come on, Naz.
See, this is what, Fabian, this is what gets me mad because this is going to make Detroit now look better than what they are, even though they're a great team. So you know what's going to happen through all social media and all ESPN and all that? Now we got to hear again how great Detroit is without Cade Cunningham. And this is now going to be another reason everybody's going to have them championship contention. It irks my fucking nerves.
Well, Naz Reid is helping your cause because your man thought he was at 55th. I don't know what he's doing out there prancing and dancing. We ain't seen you do that shit all game long. All of a sudden, he wants to get kicked out, bro. He wants to get benched. They're giving up. Exactly.
Right, no fight.
They're giving up.
Fight. Definitely, I agree with you. Definitely giving up. And Jenkins gets on my fucking nerves. He's a thorn in my side. He plays great basketball. No, but remember, Fabian, they all got a chip on their shoulder, bro. and they showing it night in and night out. And if you don't match that energy, this shit's going to turn into a 20-point ball game. 13-point lead, 53-66. Detroit is up. Look, they punching their shit. Look, shot clock violation. Gotta hear these fucking Pistons fans for another couple days how good they are.
This is, and that's Bones Highland. The Pistons are playing their style of defense. They're suffocating everybody on the team is defending.
Look, cutting to the basket.
They gave up. They gave up. They gave up. Boom.
Minnesota want to go home, bro.
But what do they call?
Yeah, I don't know what that was. They called out of bounds.
It was a no call. Okay.
They called out of bounds.
That was a good call because it was either that or defensive foul.
Look, niggas is punching Nas Reed shit. Okay, about time. About fucking time. And one. About time, no. Come on, bro.
They finally got the third foul on Duren. I don't know if it'll help.
About fucking time.
You got to sit Dante down and get him a breather, bro. He needs to play the entire fourth quarter.
Yes, he does. I'm tired of everybody making the fucking Pistons look like they fucking juggernauts and they unbeatable. Fuck out of here. Come on, man.
Or are the Pistons juggernauts and are unbeatable?
No, I ain't never going with that. No, and big shout out. They giving us an update on right now 76ers in Charlotte is playing. They say Embiid is killing the Hornets. Listen, Embiid and Paul George in the playoffs fully healthy. The East playoffs, Fabian, is going to be real scary. A lot of these teams is playing possum, Fabian. Trust me, bro. A lot of these teams is playing possum. Is Philly in the play-in race?
Yeah. I think they're 10th. 2 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Philadelphia's in 7th place.
If you could, can you go? I think ESPN has the bracket up. Can you go to it real quick?
We got the bracket here.
Okay, yeah, pull it up.
NBA.com.
Bones Holland got smacked in his face by Duren. Hopefully they review that, give that a check. Duren out there smacking niggas up. Lord have mercy. He knocked Bones Holland to the floor. Yo, they didn't even call a foul.
That's not a foul.
Are you kidding me? What are you talking about? He smacked him in the face.
That's what Cat needs to do.
4 seconds on the shot clock. Detroit, 3. Wow.
Grenade?
Yep. 14-point ball game.
The
largest lead of the game.
That's
Julius
a
Randle
killer.
back in the game. No good. Fabian, let's break down this bracket real quick.
That's a killer play right
there. Fabian, this is if the NBA started today.
Correct. Well, they're not showing a number AC right now. The 8th seed, you got the winner of the Magic and Heat play each other first in the play-in as it stands right now.
That's a great series.
That's a terrible series. That might be the worst playoff series.
I like the matchups. I'm just saying, I think those teams are basically equal. I like the matchups. I'm just being honest with you. I like that matchup because I think Miami Heat has an opportunity to beat Orlando.
And what I'm saying is I will never watch that game. The way the Orlando Magic have not taken the lead. Paulo Banchero has been a disappointment. They hate their coach. And the Miami Heat, I ain't got to talk about them. Listen, that is paint drying.
That 76ers Philly, that 76ers Charlotte series.
There you go.
Ooh.
Preview tonight. They're previewing it tonight.
Hold on. Oh, my God. Yeah, I'm being honest. Minnesota packing it up. Knicks versus Hawks is going to be good. Cleveland versus Toronto going to be good, too.
Cleveland versus Toronto. Yes,
I like that.
I agree with you.
I like that.
I agree with you. A lot of power, lot of scoring potentially. Yes. Some star power, James Harden, Donovan Mitchell. On the Raptors, a lot of unknown play, right? Is Scotty Barnes, is he going to emerge aside from just being a defender? RJ Barrett being the point forward out there, IQ starting making some progress as a Raptor from when he was a Knick, when he showed some of that top of the 3-point line, 3-point prowess. The Celtics, they would play so they would play the winner of the Sixers Hornets, right?
Right.
And then the Pistons play the winner of this tournament. So the Pistons have to wait for 2 games to see who they're gonna play. So that means the Pistons are gonna have an extra day off compared to everybody else. All the number 1 seeds are OKC and the Pistons. Yeah, that's tough. Because the Celtics versus the 76ers or the Hornets, as much as we've been giving Jaylen Brown his props, you don't want to see them Hornets right now, bro. Tatum is hobbling. That might be the worst thing you could see out there is for Jason Tatum. Is to see a high octane offense like that can defend, that want to fight you. That might be the worst thing that happened for the Celtics, because that would mean that the Pistons dodged that bullet of having to play a Hornets. Whether they lose or win, they know they might have to fight them literally on the court.
Yeah.
So,
hey, Tory B, you're 100% correct. That West bracket is trash. Pack that West bracket up. Get shit out of here.
The Lakers versus Rockets might be disgusting.
That whole shit is trash.
The Nuggets and Timberwolves. It could be interesting with Ant-Man and Joe. I like the Nuggets and Timberwolves.
No,
that's a revenge series.
No, but also to me, that's a very important series because it's the first round. So whoever loses, it's going to be a lot of smoke if Ant-Man or Joker don't get out the first round. So that's what makes that interesting. But I agree with Tory B. That whole bracket is ass.
It does.
The East is where it's at. And Fabian, I'm going to be honest, while you finish making your point, that 76ers Hornets, even the Knicks Atlanta, and that Cleveland Toronto, those are 3 great series, bro. Like those series, those are great matchups. Like seriously. Like I won't be surprised if Toronto beats Cleveland. Like I really won't. Now I would take Cleveland, but I won't be surprised. Like seriously, we know James Harden can get lost, right? We know he could win you a game or 2, but we know how he could just give up and don't give a fuck. But what I'm looking forward to is that Hornets 76 is going to be a little scary because I'm going to be honest, me being a diehard Knicks fan, if Embiid and Philly is playing possum, Paul George came back right on time.
Yep.
They are the most dangerous team in the East. Sorry.
I don't believe in Cleveland and I don't believe in Philly. Like I'm not scared of them. I'm almost waiting for something bad to happen to both of those teams. Not bad like in a doom gloom kind of way. Just it's a self-inflicted bad for those guys. James Harden, not a winner. Joel Embiid, Paul George, not winners. I can't wait to see them fall again and prove that there's a difference between greatness and guys that really want to be great. On the West, the Magic and Heat, right? Even fully healthy is trash to me. Their play style is horrendous. Out West, that Trailblazer Warriors thing, does it even have that gotta be paint drying as well, unless Steph Curry has another monumental series. Unless he's going crazy, I ain't watching that shit.
Look at what No Stray said. He like, y'all looking at the records. If the Hornets win tonight, they 1 game out of the 6th seed, which means
wow. No strays. As all ball directs you, right back to hell. Thank you for fucking bringing us to earth. What the hell? Yeah. Damn, old ball. Let's go back to that. I'm stuck on them damn brackets. He's absolutely right.
Well, we know the Sixers Hornets is not a series, but we know that's the play-in. We're just saying like that's going to be a great game. Maybe
but he makes a great point. Look, right. The Raptors 41-32, the Hawks are 41-33, Phillies 40-33, the Hornets are 39-34, the Magic are 39-34, the Heat are 39-35. Like the Magic and Heat to me are only in this because of their early season success, if that, and the fact that Philly hasn't been healthy, number one. The Hornets got it together because they have a rookie kid out there. They were benching LaMelo. They were figuring it out. The Hawks got rid of Trae Young, so they might be in a better predicament. The Raptors can fall out of place because they've been up and down. Look, they have a 4-10 record on the road. The Raptors have the worst record out of any playoff team in the East right now. They have the worst road record. So hold on, they're 29-16 out. Was that at home? No, that's a division record. I'm sorry. The Raptors have the worst division record. That's not good. What's their road record? So they're 21-16. The worst road records are the Magic and the Heat. What a surprise. The two fucking bums I was talking about. Shocker. Shocker. Now, these road records here telling me something, man. They're very similar.
Why you doing that 13-point ball game? 59-72. Detroit is up on the road against Minnesota. Minnesota looks just flustered, man. They can't do nothing with this Detroit defense. Julius Randle, look, can't do shit. Wow.
One man. One bang.
Wow. And then look, look, on the break. 3-point shot for Detroit. No good. But, yo, you can see Detroit, that defense, man, how they just swarm.
They want that. Right. They're just looking for the first good shot, Detroit. And then they know after that they're trying to run. Look, foul you. Got to earn that. They just found, thanks, chat, for telling me, Terrence Shannon Jr. He had an easy layup, and Detroit said, nah, fuck that. Earn that.
They got Julius Randle in jail. All that bully ball, tough, crazy shit he be pulling off, they have him locked up. And Minnesota is terrible at the free throw line tonight. Julius Randle, 2 for 12 from the field, 11 points. Naz Reid, 6 points, 3 of 12 from the field. Pack them bum-ass niggas up.
Jump out and jump back in, old boy. We got somebody else in here from Cleveland. Who's this? Future Coy? I'm a Cavs fan. I'm glad y'all not worried about us. Who's worried about the Cavaliers, Future Coy? We listen. The Detroit Pistons are our sons right now, if they're our little brother, you are our great grandsons, the Cleveland Cavaliers. We've been smacking you around in the playoffs. Mitchell Robinson has you guys in a chokehold. He takes all your lunch money. He steals all your checks when you come home, first of the month, second of the month, 15th, all your money. The Cleveland Cavaliers,
hold on,
nothing for the Knicks. Are you kidding me?
Leave that up there. Future Coy, big shout out to you. I'm a Cavs fan. I'm glad y'all not worried about us. You know what? I am worried. I'm worried how crazy y'all gonna go on James Harden when y'all get your ass kicked. Y'all probably gonna burn that nigga jersey. Ain't nobody worried about Cleveland. But big shout out to you. Damn straight worried about Cleveland. I'm more worried about Charlotte, Boston. Yeah. Damn straight worried
about these two. My fault. Maybe worry about more about these super chats. Y'all paid to play out here. I'm sorry, Jam Rock. This is the great question we never got to. Of the Knicks, Celtics, Pistons, who has had more players improve over the summer? Forget Mike Brown, who seems like they have worked. Who seems like they have worked on their game?
Jam Rock, thank you for the $5. Great question. I'm gonna be honest. You could erase the Knicks out of that equation. Nobody on the Knicks has gotten better.
Deuce.
Okay, I'll give you Deuce. But I think for the Pistons and the Celtics equally, those guys got better. There's no way in the world you could be a 2 seed. Of course, Jaylen Brown having an MVP season, but it's not all him. Peyton Pritchard, Derek White, like they have a core that's playing very well. And then, oh my God, why we got to keep giving Detroit props? You goddamn Pistons. Can't ignore it. Kay Cunningham, MVP candidate, Duren All-Star. You got the young guys. Tobias Harris done found the fountain youth, right? You could actually give him the ball and he could get you a bucket in the clutch. So Celtics, Pistons, big improvements. Our Knicks, shit.
I concur.
Look at my face when I got to give the Pistons fans props.
Sad. Yo, leave the Dillinger alone. You gonna crash the party? You gonna Brian Windhorst the party? So they threw water at Brian Windhorst. I concur. Only thing we got on our side is Deuce McBride.
Yeah, that I threw water at him too. Yeah, that's really it, and that's not enough for us to not have Brunson go to another level like a Brown, like a Cade, for Cat to not go to another level, right? for guys like Bridges to not go to another level. Yeah, it's sad. It's sad. So, yeah, great question, Jaron Rock. That shit just got me mad sad because I gotta keep it real and put down my Knicks, and I gotta prop up the fucking Pistons.
Jamrock always thank you again for your $2. OG Boston beat Atlanta with no Brown and Jason Tatum shooting poorly.
Listen, man, that team is ran very well and they're coached very well. And we can't sleep on that Boston Celtics roster. They got some good players. They got a former 6th man of the year. They got one of the best on-ball two-way players in the league in Derek White, and they could shoot the hell out of that basketball. And they have championship pedigree. So I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised.
Sean, right now, thinking for your $4.99. I'm not buying it till I see it in the playoffs. Detroit basketball. Also, people fear Brunson on offense. Attacking him on defense means nothing. Very true, Sean, right now. Very true. But we have not utilized that attack on Brunson on the offensive end. The blitzing, whatever it is. What have we counted? What have we shown to build an offense around that gives us some chemistry, more chemistry? I just seen Tiger Woods fist pumping in the commercial. Yo, I thought my phone was fucked up, and I seen Tiger Woods getting arrested again. I'm like, yo,
he flipped a Range Rover. Don't know how. Listen, I stay out of them people business. I ain't nosy. I'm only nosy about the Knicks. I stays out of people business. That nigga flipped a Range Rover. You know how difficult it is to flip a Range Rover? And that mugshot look crazy. I'm starting my diet tomorrow. Listen, these niggas look crazy with no makeup. Fuck that.
Yo, when Ed Lover went in on him, when Tiger was, you know, everybody goes through them things, but leaving voicemails and you trying to be discreet and you leave it. They could do that. He almost stepped both feet out of bounds. Bones, you tripping, bro.
Almost look, but what I said, almost a 20-point ball game. 77.
This shit is over with.
Yeah, this shit is a wrap.
They're doubling Dante, bro. They're doubling Dante DiVincenzo. They're doubling nobody else.
Because everybody else is trash tonight.
What you gonna do with that, Nas Reed?
Nothing.
My man left a voicemail and said, "Hey, it's Tiger." No strays. Thank you for your $4.99. Honorary hate watch moment of silence for the Milwaukee Bucks officially being eliminated from the playoffs. Ha ha ha! Enjoy Cancun.
Is this
Giannis
the last?
Is already there.
Is this Giannis the last time we're going to see Doc Rivers? Is Doc Rivers going to finally be fired? Make that a thing. What is it? A poll.
A poll.
Is Doc Rivers going to finally be fucking fired? Lord have mercy. What type of proof he got on people? Why is he still with a job? Damn. Shit. I don't want to see him as a TV sportscaster, none of that. Go away. Please, just go away, Doc. I wouldn't even let Doc in games, bro. If I'm the Milwaukee Bucks, you can't even get in the building, dog. Straight up. You can't even get in the building. 15-point ball game, 79-64.
Good
Detroit on the road looking impressive. The rim spin move, no good. Rebound, Reed. DiVincenzo pushes it up to Holland. Y'all gotta go. DiVincenzo for 3. He's pulling. No good.
It's over.
Yeah.
Detroit has the second best road record. Of course, OKC is above them. Good guys music group, Delusional. Thank you for your $1.99. Jamrock always thank you for your $2. It was me. 10 for 23 overall and over 6 from threes. Yes, Jamrock, I understand what you're saying. But it turned into even worse shots because Mike Brown can't build the offense around it. That's just what I'm saying. I don't like 10 of 23, damn it. Stacks Tom Indifferent. What up, Playboy? Thank you for your $5. Come on. We watched the Charlotte game. Musa locked Cat up, bro. He played soft and timid. Oh, boy, if you were Cat, you wouldn't allow Mike Brown to shut you out, right?
Hell no. I'd have subbed myself in. Facts. I'd have subbed myself in. It's happened to Mike Brown before. I'd have subbed myself in. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Yeah. Fuck out of here, Mike Brown.
That's the other thing. Thanks for sparking that comment, that thought stacks time and different. We saw Matt Barnes say specifically that Ron Artest and Kobe Bryant used to run circles around Mike Brown, sub themselves out in and out of games. So if that's the case, how's he gonna stop? Like Kobe was the Lakers. He's the face of the organization, right? Ron Artest is a lunatic from Queens, New York, Queensbridge, the warrior, the true warrior. What you think Mike Brown feels like he's up against if he's the collaborative coach? Wow. Duren walked into a fucking dunk.
Minnesota, I'm sick of some of these teams just giving up. Just giving up.
Kobe was the face of the Lakers. Mike Brown couldn't do shit about it. He was clearly intimidated. You don't think he's intimidated by Jalen Brunson and Rick Brunson and Josh Hart and this guy running the organization, Leon Rose? He's clearly intimidated, and they're telling him what to do. They run him.
Yeah, Mike Brown got to go. Oh, we got another super chat from a Pistons fan. Ay.
Guru, thank you for your $4.99. 9-1 in the last 10. No Cade, no Stu. And y'all still can't close the gap. Too much podcasting, squabbling with screaming a whole team of soft divas.
Guru, go to hell. But you're 100% correct. See, Fabian, this is what's going to irk me about these Pistons fans. Wow, great D by Detroit. Look, Fabian, like you said, they up and they still acting like they down. This is what's going to irk me about you goddamn Pistons fans. Y'all going to win another game, granted, on the road, and it's just going to amp y'all. Oh, my God, I can't stand. So just imagine they're going to swarm us tomorrow night against OKC on Knicks Rehab.
We better win. We better win. Oh, boy. Oh, boy, I told you. I'm not a religious man.
Yo, they like us.
I'm quite spiritual, brother. I'm quite spiritual. I can feel the black cloud looming. I can feel the black cloud looming.
And I told you who's the black cloud. These fucking Pistons fans. Am I going to have to drive the OKC with the two-shot Dillinger and go holler at SGA? Maybe. Do I got to put the Zap down? Because these fucking Pistons fans, they already going to be trolling us tonight. All seriousness, I can't stand y'all.
Oh, boy, you might have to call Mr. T and the A team and get the bazooka, dog. We don't have confidence, bro. We don't have confidence. I think.
Hey, Tiger Girl, I like that. You know me now. See, that's why I love my people. Tiger Girl, don't give out my secret no more.
What do you think it means if OKC just watch the Charlotte Hornets play us? What do you think? Like, let's not forget, OKC got smacked by the Spurs 3 straight games. They were 0 for 3. And they made it their business to win that game, that last game against the Spurs. They wanted the revenge game. They were tired of it. They watched that Hornets game, bro. They watched that Pelicans game.
Yo, bro.
We better be ready. Jalen Brunson.
Bro, tomorrow night, we liable to lose by 40, bro. If we're playing, they saying Deuce might come back tomorrow.
Deuce, take your fucking time, brother. Do not get caught up in being hero right now. What are you going to do? Deuce McBride, what do you think you're going to do tomorrow? Unless you taking some of Popeye's spinach, unless you got the new way to spin your blood in the knee like Kobe did, unless you got the new OG, the Juice Man remedy, do not get your ass on that court. Because if you tear that sports hernia again, I'm going to be disappointed. I will curse you the fuck out. Because Deuce be in these damn New York City streets. Chill the hell out, Deuce. Please.
Fabian,
Don't do it to yourself.
I'm so stressed that the Pistons won today. This is the second time we had a hate watch party and the shit reversed on us. These fucking Pistons fans, I can't stand them because they like us. They are hype. They are overconfident. We have to see them in the playoffs, bro. Nobody could fuck this up. This duel has to happen. We cannot get through these playoffs and not have Knicks versus Detroit. I'm sick of you niggas. I'm not scared of y'all. Y'all think we scared. Y'all think y'all the big bad fucking wolf. Bro, we have to make this matchup happen. But here we go, another game. The defense looks good. I can't stand when they spell Detroit like that. I almost said it. In a minute, I'm about to erase the letter D out the alphabet. The letter D is about to be out of my vocabulary. Seriously. Y'all getting on my nerves. Today wasn't supposed to go like this. We were supposed to roast y'all, troll y'all. We were supposed to have fun. Minnesota was supposed to whip y'all ass. But of course, if you leave it up to Julius Randle and Nas Reed, this is what happens. Now the Wolves got Detroit looking like they fucking juggernauts. So now, on First Take, on all these platforms, all these fucking Detroit Pistons fans, all we're going to hear is, look how good we are without Cade. Imagine with Cade. I told y'all. Fuck, son.
Black plus black plus black plus black plus black said, maybe y'all should change the name to Detroit Love Watch Party.
Hey, Tory B. Call me Obi-Wan Kenobi over here. Jedi mind trick. Never scared. You know the motto. I told you, I want these niggas. I want the Pistons bad. Hate, 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 hate. I want the smoke. I don't want to wait till the conference finals. We want the Pistons. But look, Fabian. Look. Do I really want the Pistons?
I don't know what this guy's talking about.
Oh.
These guys are walking around here like Billy Badasses, just whooping people's ass. They just kicking ass and taking names, chewing bubble gum. They got the Minnesota by the midway through the third quarter. The Minnesota Timberwolves flat out gave up.
Bro, they was down 4.
After they went on a run, they had a 7-0 run to start the third quarter. Minnesota gave up. Dante's
He missed it though.
You know what, Dante? He's been missing that dunk for years. He's been trying that shit over here in New York too. Dante has never got that dunk off.
But look how disciplined Detroit is, right? Look how disciplined Detroit is. Fuck that. Let's talk real basketball. Dante DiVincenzo almost catches a highlight of the season. Detroit goes back down, slows the game down. We ain't getting caught up in that. We sticking to the game plan. Slow it down. In the post. Foul. Tobias Harris at the free throw line. Fabian, that's discipline. And that's great coaching. And that's the team respecting the coach. That's what you call a fucking culture. Building.
Oh boy, I'm not gonna lie.
Wow.
I'm sick of watching this culture. I'm gonna listen to our super chat. I turn wide. Pause. Thank you for your $2. Forget Detroit missing a good game. Hornets Sixers. I'm turning the game to Detroit Sixers right now. Fuck what you heard. Aaron, thank you for your $4.99. OG, shut up, nigga. And enjoy some defense. Y'all niggas is done. No cave, no problem. Detroit basketball. OG Sohan still suck, by the way. Oh shit.
Can't even say nothing, man. can't even say nothing, man. Yo, Aaron, touche. I can't. I don't even have rebuttal for that, man.
Yo, he said, "Shut up, nigga. Shut up."
And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna shut up. I can't even say that, bro.
24K mines, you son of a bitch. Thank you for your $1. I like what you said earlier about the OG, the Pistons, the 04 Pistons. You said they didn't have a second option, but that's not true. Chauncey Billups and Rasheed Wallace ran a monster pick and roll, pick and pop. She spread the floor. It wasn't like today where you need 15 people on the court to shoot a three-point shot. When they had Sheed in the game, he was a monster when he played. And come on now, there's no Sheed right now in the Pistons. You can't tell me that you're going to be blind about what your flaws are. Can't do that. Not with me. No, senor. You changed the game already, old ball?
Yeah, I changed the fucking game. Detroit beating them niggas down by 20. I ain't watching that shit no more. Randall and Nas Reed looking like they motherfucking Tony from Blue Chips. Like they throwing the game. I ain't watching that shit no more. Philadelphia, Charlotte, 88-81, third quarter. Charlotte up 7. Watching that shit no more. Fuck out of here.
Let's give me an ulcer. God damn it.
Tori B, I'm sorry. How about that?
What Tori said?
She said, yo, G, I'm going to throw up listening to y'all talk about these guys. This is a Knicks channel. Tori B, listen, we paying attention to the ops. We was trying to see if we could pull a Bill Belichick, steal some things, you know.
Get some tape.
Right, get some tape, you know. See what we can do. Shit backfired again.
All I heard was Embiid was killing.
Embiid killing, they losing. I don't want to hear that shit.
We worry about Mitchell Robinson playing back-to-back games. Embiid is not playing 4 games in the series anyway. He's going to give up. If you go up 2-0, 3-0 on him, he's not finishing the series. The dude's is done.
Especially if you dive by his knee.
The Good God Music Group. Thank you for your $1.99. All boy sounds like a new Pistons fan.
Ho. Put that back up. Y'all getting out of control now. Let me explain something to you. Never. They say never. Never. I say never will I be a Pistons fan. Go to hell. Good God Music Group. But thank you for your $1.99. So we got to hear this. You know how long we going to have to hear this shit, bro? That's why the players got to start. The players have to start. Sorry.
That's why the Hornets got to go and lose a couple games so they can play Detroit in the first round. Grant Williams got smacked in the eye so hard he's tearing up. He makes 1 or 2 free throws.
Oubre, what kind of haircut is that? Y'all see Kelly Oubre hairstyle? He got 1/2 burgundy, 1/2 black. I'm not watching this game with his hairstyle like that. I'm just being honest with you. That shit throwing me off.
I'm tired of everybody thinking they could be a superstar, man. When Rodman did it, Rodman was so polarizing. Everything he did could have been considered sospechoso.
Fabian, real quick.
But Rodman looked like a star out there. That shit used to be looking ill.
Fabian, real quick. Yeah, sure. Hey, D-Rick, I ain't gonna lie. I told Fabian, I think last season or 2, I would have loved Kelly Oubre over here with us. Fabian, real quick.
I hate Kelly Oubre.
You're a Julius Randle guy. Watching him tonight. Do you still? No. We ain't doing that. I'm asking
you. Come on, man. We're not.
Do you miss Julius Randle now? Still?
No. Again, you asked this question before.
I'm asking
all you guys who are trying to let. That's funny. Robin was a Piston. He did not have blonde hair on the Pistons though. So
he won the back-to-back championships with them, or was it just one?
No, he got 2 rings with them because he got 3 with he got 5.
Yeah. He didn't win. He got 5. Yeah, because he didn't win with LA. Right.
No. I'm not a Julius Randle guy.
He was a Spur too.
I hated Julius Randle's guts. It wasn't until we got OG Anunoby and a bunch of players here that can play defense and check and keep him in check. That's the only reason. That's the only way he played well, and he reverted back to Julius Randle on the Timberwolves, getting called out by your coach, bumming it up, looking like a deer in the headlights.
Ooh, Celtics. What time is that Celtics Hornets game?
Celtics Hornets.
He said that's tomorrow. Because I know
on a back-to-back.
Hold on, because I know tomorrow. Duke play Arizona tomorrow.
The propaganda persists. Michigan Hundo. When I tell you I hated Julius Randle.
Ooh, that's a 6 o'clock game, and then we play at 7:30. I won't be watching NCAA.
Isn't this the Elite Eight or whatever?
Yeah, Oh, Arizona play Purdue tonight. Tomorrow, Duke play UConn at 5 o'clock.
Who do you think? Who impressed you so far in the tournament?
Arizona is tough.
Really?
Arizona is tough, but I ain't gonna lie. Duke, that kid Evans, he's like I watched him play in high school in a tournament in Vegas. He reminds me of Brandon Ingram. The size and everything. Yeah, he tough. He tough.
What about the Boozer kid?
Man child. Bro, man child. He too strong for everybody in college. Like, yeah. So for me, Arizona is very impressive. Duke is very impressive. Yeah, but tomorrow I'm watching Celtics, Charlotte, and then you have us. We definitely live tomorrow. Knicks watch party. Knicks on the road against OKC. Huge game. But yeah.
Black Haston, correct. The Knicks are not playing with house money. And I know this is your first time tuning in on us. You would have heard us all year long saying ain't no damn house money. Too much invested already to be house money. We lost enough already to be considered house money. Jermaine Harris, thank you for your $5. Y'all better not lose tomorrow, or that K is coming back down.
I'm not even.
What you mean?
Tomorrow, man.
That K will come down.
What if we win? See, all y'all talking. What if we win? Does that erase the Charlotte Hornets loss?
Absolutely.
Tomorrow's a big game. Yeah.
Philly's starting to fluster the Hornets a little bit. 92-87. You said this a couple weeks ago too, how I think we were offline, how the NBA, these superstars, is starting to make you want to watch each game all over again. Wemby, Ant-Man, all these guys are competitive. The Hornets playing basketball the way they are, because Philly still got some of that bad residue of last decade with the player empowerment, load management thing. Like, I feel bad for Tyrese Maxey and these guys. They should have a better roster around them and better leadership around them. What the fuck is Joel Embiid doing? Bro, he's done. That's why
I told you once like the older guys is out and all the guys that's injury prone and you got the young guys, the league is going to be fire. Like, and you 100% correct. Like Max and these guys, they still, they still got to pay homage to Embiid and Paul George. They can't just really just go berserk, right? And that's what hurts Philly. That's what hurts Philly. That's what makes Charlotte so good and exciting. All young guys with one common goal. Philly, terrible. But like I said, still at the end of the day, we all know in the playoffs, the game is a little more physical. It slowed down a little bit. That's what's going to help. Oh my God. Embiid, what in the fuck was that?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If I'm a Philly fan, right? If I'm a Sixers fan, I'm cringing every time he drops to the basket.
Oh.
I'm like, and let's not forget, in the Minnesota Detroit game, Rudy Gobert did that move on a regular. That was Rudy Gobert's regular move, what Joel Embiid just did right there. Joel Embiid is 25% of himself, and he did a Rudy Gobert move. Not good, Philly. Are you going to go back to Philly fully healthy? They're that dangerous, all ball, after watching Joel Embiid take those kind of steps?
No. But like I said, still the game slows down. The game is a little more physical. So
look, they're scoring on him. He can't stop nobody, bro. Yeah. Joel Embiid, look. He can't jump. He can't even contest a layup.
Yeah, Detroit won. Just a minute and some change left. They still up 15 plus. Congratulations, Detroit. Go to hell.
And be with the old man game. 95-91. Wow. 43 seconds ago in the third quarter. Thanks for telling us to tune into this game, y'all.
You watching this whole
watch
game?
some competitive ball.
I ain't watching this whole game though, bro.
I'll watch the rest of it. I'll stay on with you guys, super chatting it up.
I'm gonna jump off the start of the fourth quarter. Where you at right now? I got Kobe White just scored the layup. 1 minute left.
I'm at 34 seconds left.
Oh, okay.
The interesting team. Yeah, they don't have their starters out there. They got Kalkbrenner. Miles Bridges checking in. Are any of you guys impressed with Philly or Charlotte? In the chat? Talk about it. Hold on, who's winning the poll, as a matter of fact?
Yo, Charlotte
71%. Will Doc Rivers finally be put out of his misery? 70% of the chat has stated yes.
Let's pray and hope after this season we see Doc Rivers no more on the sidelines. Please.
Joel Embiid for 3 pump fake.
And VJ Edgecombe, he quieted down a lot. Beginning of the season, that young man was on fire.
I'm not surprised by it because it's tough for a kid. You hit the rookie wall after a while. He's not, like Ace Bailey in Utah. They kind of weren't. They manage his minutes way more. They ain't playing for nothing. They're tanking. He had like a 35-point game the other day. Like he tied some record from a rookie, like LeBron and them. It's tough for someone like VJ Edgecombe to really keep that motor running, and you haven't been in the league long enough to really work out and figure out how an 82-game season goes. Joel Embiid misses the first free throw. He still shows how just naturally gifted he is by pump faking and walking into a foul.
Oh, he's terrible, man. Oh,
it's in bad shape. We've seen this movie before, man. We've seen this movie before. We know what Joel Embiid is, but he's damn near a quarter of himself. He's it's tough. Where's Charlotte at in the?
Make sure tomorrow, y'all, we live 7:30 Eastern time. Knicks versus OKC. I'm getting a lot of rest because it's going to be a long night.
Man, looking up Charlotte's stats the last 15 games. Let's do that. But let's apply it. Last 15 games.
Fabian, I'm going to jump off. Hit me when you're done.
Okay.
Chat, love y'all. See y'all tomorrow.
That was all ball, everybody. Let's see. Third quarter ends. Just looking at the stats here. Let me know if you guys want to see any other stats, man. But this is the last 15 games. Charlotte is 7th in the league. Then I got to go to offensive rating. Them things, they work out pretty good for you. Did it keep the last 15 games? Well, overall, Charlotte is top 5 in the league in offense for the season. What they at defensively? 113 is what? They're 12th in the league for the season. Now, let's go to the last 15 games for Charlotte, right? Offensive rating, the best in the league. The best in the league, the Charlotte Hornets, the last 15 games. Defensive rating, 3rd in the league. 3rd in the league. And, of course, you got the net rating. They got the best in the business in the last 15 games when it comes to the Charlotte Hornets. Listen, I don't know about y'all, but you Detroit Pistons fans, you didn't go get the number 1 seed to go play a team like this. You ain't do that. You don't get it back like that. I'm a man with pride. Anybody else impressive? Look, the Hawks have been pretty impressive, but they played a lot of bad teams, man. The Hawks that played a lot of bad teams. That's why I'm not impressed with them. You see here, Charlotte, doesn't matter who they're playing, 20 offensive rebounds, 21 second chance points. They're killing Philadelphia. And that's, look, 20 offensive rebounds. That means they know Joel Embiid. You are half a man. Half amazing. And less amazing than you are. I can't say half a man. That's foul to say, right? You're nervous without Cade. What's the latest news on Cade that you guys heard then? Because if you're nervous without him, I know even you see what Jason Tatum is doing in Boston. Yeah, he's able to come back and you guys have some confidence. That's championship, sweat getting thrown back on the court on them jerseys for you guys with the Celtics. But for if you're a Detroit, all you Detroit Pistons fans, I mean, how nervous are you without Cade? I turn wide. Thank you for your $2. The number one in offensive rebounds too, was as we seen Thursday. Yeah, but you know what's crazy about that? It was the way that they got those offensive rebounds and all the rebounds against us, because the fact that Karl Anthony Towns ended with 3 rebounds, Josh Hart ended up with another 3. I think the worst part about that is they came in with a game plan saying we got to keep them off the boards, and they did that. They used their guards and perimeter guys to go rebound. And you see it with the Pistons too. Like the way that they play defense, the fact that they can crowd the paint like that and then still get out in transition, the amount of confidence you have and the amount of times okay, once we execute this, we got to shoot down court and try to go for the easy basket first. And if that doesn't work, we'll run on offense, and whatever it is whatever it is. Because defensively, if you're a Detroit Pistons fan, and even a player, you're saying to yourself, yo, we're about to get 5 out of the next 7 stops. And once you do that, we're looking for transition baskets, looking to go to the free throw line, looking to not make mistakes on the defensive end. And you're making with the Pistons, they do what bad teams do defensively, right? But on purpose. What I mean by that is, bad defensive teams, they foul you stupidly. Untimely fouls. The Pistons have timely fouls. There was a play today that Terrence Shannon Jr. had a wide open layup in transition. The Pistons smacked his arm down and prevented him from getting that foul, prevented him getting that easy layup. Why is that important? The Timberwolves hadn't scored in like 3 straight possessions before that. So they're making sure they're instilling in their mind there's no easy baskets for you. None. So they're playing a brand of basketball that's top tier from the top of the season until now. Just utter consistency from them. And now the Charlotte Hornets, they're actually doing what the Pistons did last year, which was turn the season around in January. For the year of 2025, you know what? Let's hit the books on this one, right? For the year of 2025, if you look at the Pistons record, how do we go to that? Can we do that? 2024-25, right? So you can't even go to that thing. January of last year, it's taken 3 years to load. Thank you, NBA.com, for embarrassing me on live TV. Got the Detroit Pistons with 10-6 in January. Are they advanced that? Oh, is that easier? Oh, post All-Star break. Let's do it like that. Post All-Star break. Last season, the Pistons were 15-12. Can we keep that for the advanced stats? All segments. Post All-Star break. Advanced stats. The Pistons were 8th in the league post All-Star break and on offense. Defensively, they were 8th in the league as well. Net rating of 7.5, 7th in the league last year. And that was before Cade really got it going. So, and you see that this is the, oh, wow, the Hornets were doing good last year. I didn't even realize that. Second half of last season. That's before Homeboy got there, the rookie, Knipple. So, again, sometimes you see some things that it could be misleading. Look, San Antonio 18-2, probably because this guy started playing. But then, oh, no, that's this year. Yo, come on, man. Yo, NBA.com. Why you? Who asked you to do something different than what I wanted? God damn it. So as NBA.com loads, 2024 post All-Star break. Offensive rating, Detroit. They were 10th in the league, and their defensive rating was 112, I saw. So they were 15th. 4.9 net rating. A lot of that has to do with the scoring, I think, but they were, planting seeds into what they wanted to do. And then, of course, this season they went bananas. They simply went bananas. I think that is Charlotte. Did I see Charlotte this season? Post All-Star break. Yeah, they're number 1 in offense, number 5 in defense. Same deal. You can't do nothing but give teams props like that, especially when they're young. That's the other thing about the Pistons and the Hornets. They're young. We can't no longer say that when you're that young, you can't win. The Oklahoma City Thunder are the youngest team to ever win a championship. Then the same thing goes for the Pacers. They were very young, and they, in my opinion, they could have won. They should have won. Halliburton is that dynamic. Then you got the Hornets now. If OKC can't skip steps before they won a ring, they lost in the second round as a number 1 seed. They win the championship last year and get past the conference finals, so they were able to skip steps. Can the Pistons make the finals and skip the second and third round, the second round and the conference finals? We'll see. We definitely got to see. And this thing is just exciting. I grew up, everyone lobbies in, the 90s and 80s. I didn't watch 80s basketball, but we watched a lot of the games because we used to have the basketball. What's that shit called? The ESPN. It was like the classic basketball channel. Classic Hardwood, something like that. It was called Hardwood Classics. That's where I used to watch all the games at from the 80s. That's where you would see. I'm like, yo, well, how good was Larry Bird in them? All right, Bird was obviously great, but he had a super team, in my opinion, right? And then you think about it and you go, the Pistons, giving y'all damn props again. But Isaiah Thomas, in my opinion, had the hardest path to his wins. Jordan never had to play those teams. He never beat the Celtics, the Pistons, and the Lakers through that trajectory. He beat the Pistons and the Lakers, but he never beat Boston. The Pistons beat damn near prime Bulls, basically prime Celtics, and then prime Lakers. The Pistons could have won 3 in a row with ease back then. And I say all that to say it was so competitive because you had 3 to 4 teams a year that really had a realistic chance, and they played the best version of basketball. And of course, what they don't talk about is there was a bunch of trash out there too. Dallas had Derek Harper in them, and I think Mark Aguirre before he went to the Pistons. But there was some garbage out there, right? But it was very little. It was like 25 teams. That's why I'm not a fan of the expansion. What are you expanding to? They're really trying to sell us on there's more talent. They don't have any dynasty-like teams right now. OKC is the only one, right? Everything else is built on this smoke and mirrors. But I do like these superstars that are coming into this league right now. Y'all got Cade Cunningham. Our guy, Jalen Brunson. They make the game interesting. Wemby makes the game interesting. Ant-Man makes the game interesting. Who else makes this game interesting for y'all? Let me get to this super chat. Sam I am. Of course you show up. Thank you for your $4.99. Detroit basketball. We had 2 days off before this OKC game. I swear, if we don't come out with some energy, I'm going to be so disappointed. What are the keys for tomorrow? If I'm not mistaken, the last game against OKC, that's when Jalen Brunson and Josh Hart decided that they were going to go play this 2-man game and think they were Stockton and Malone. I want to see that with Karl Anthony Towns and Jalen Brunson, at least a hint of it. We're probably going to see the double big lineup way earlier than we want to. I want to see Mike Brown be consistent with a rotation. The 76ers took the lead, by the way. Tyrese Maxey just yammed the ball. Andre Drummond looks like he's been eating nothing but Twinkies for the last 2.5 months. What the hell? How is he still in the NBA? Tyrese Maxey missed a 3-point shot. This game is it's getting spicy. 7:50 to go, 99-97. 76ers are up. Paul George fouls. Melo complaining to the ref. You reached in, bro. You didn't play all season. You're no longer a superstar, brother. He has 5 fouls. Let's look at the replay. He reached in. He reached for the ball. Melo flopped. He did flop. Paul, the refs don't even know who you are. You play such few basketball minutes that they were like, oh, that's you, Paul, my bad. I didn't mean to give you a 5th foul. But that's what I want to see. Mike Brown being consistent, which I don't expect. And our play style. You know what else is not talked about? Last season with Tibbs, there was a game against Oklahoma at Oklahoma. There were about 3 or 4 straight plays where Karl Anthony Towns ran straight down court in the paint by himself. It was on an inbounds pass. It was in transition. He had 3 or 4 straight plays, and it was one-on-one. And he had positioning and everything. And the Knicks refused to bring it up court with speed and get the ball to Karl Anthony Towns last year, man. Just play your game. Thomas Stark, thank you for your $5. I don't think in the best of 7 we can win without Cade. Maybe first round, but all these playoff teams are good. I think against Philly, I think Detroit can beat Philly with Cade getting his win back. That's who you want to play. Orlando can't score. They can't score, so you could leave them at 50. Oh, shit. Oubre, god damn. He caught the dunk of the year just now. Brandon Miller almost split his ankle in half. Oubre threw it on Mas. How you guys say his name? Masai? Diabate. Diabate ain't know what to do. 101-97. Oubre misses the free throw. Too much celebrating. It's getting chippy. Andre Drummond is wearing a t-shirt because you know he's camouflaging the Twinkies. And I want to talk. I'm a professional Twinkie camouflager. I will wear a long sleeve, hence, to cover the greatness. Nick Nurse is coming out here to... What are you protesting, Nick? It's a foul. But yeah, you can't be too worried about winning without Cade. That's why you get the number 1 seed. Like a lot of us fans and players, we take it for granted that what the number 1 seed means. You're great for a reason. Look at these games the Pistons are winning. Look at these games they're winning. You're looking to win games, possessions, minutes, quarters. Forget about the game for a second. Going up 1-0, 2-0, 3-0, winning the series. Before you can even do that, you gotta win each possession, each half. And the way you do that is you learn how to play without Cade. You see what are our tendencies when Cade is not on that court. What do we tend to do? Who's really controlling the pace? Who's really dominating with Cade now on the court, right? In a game like today, you saw Durant had 2 fouls in the first quarter and they were still up. You know, and they're gonna let calls go in the playoffs. That favors the Pistons. That favors the tough-nosed teams. You know how to rebound. Another thing that the Pistons do that's underrated is that you hold on to the ball to complete your offensive possession, because you're not getting. I seen all the shot clock violations I seen today with the Pistons versus the Timberwolves were all on the Timberwolves. All their great defense. But why is that important? We can stop you from stopping us. That's what offense is when you play offense like the Pistons do without your superstar, right? I can stop you from stopping us. You want us to hold the ball to the 24-second shot clock is over with. That way we're rushing, we're overthinking, we're stuck in positions that we're not normally in because our superstar gets us out of those jams. But it happens less often with the Pistons so far in the regular season. I don't see how, Dennis Jenkins getting these minutes, the guy on a two-way contract, all of a sudden he's a mainstay with the Detroit basketball team within the NBA, and he's a guy with a chip on his shoulder. So I seen Tyler Kolek and these guys getting drafted before me. Ain't no way these dudes are better than me. See, coming from New York, we like that kind of talk because it sounds like, a lot of these ball players, Mamba mentality, it's always getting brought up. But it's not like Jordan and Kobe were the only ones with that mentality. They just had that much talent with that mentality. And to see someone like Dennis Jenkins on a two-way contract with that mentality is great because you don't expect him to be an all-star at any given time. But the fact that he's able to produce, lock down Luka Doncic in one possession or go at him, win the game for them, the Pistons against the Lakers, basically, produce for them with the scoring opportunities, that's what you want. You stop the defense from stopping you. And how do you do that? You run your offense successfully. Extend the possessions on the offensive end with rebounding and get back on the defensive end. And also, they look for their best shot as soon as possible. They were shooting like too many three-pointers, but that's why they get out in transition so crazy, because their best shot is going to be finishing in transition. A team like the Pistons, especially when you close out the way you do, it's like gaining when anytime a team in any sport, any athlete, when they could gain a dominant skill, it turns into a superpower. You know what I mean? Like, and now if it's Street Fighter, it's an Hadouken. If I can hit you with that Hadouken, I know where you're gonna land at. And if I can keep doing it to you, now I can control the game. No, we're not the 80s Lakers. No, we're not the 2010s Golden State Warriors, but I figured out how to control you. If I can control you, it's over. It's over. All we got to do is figure out some of these other little things, and we're really going to finish this off. And that's what the Pistons were able to do. Normally, you have to get some veterans, though, to actually win and get past the conference finals. That's why it was important for the Thunder to get Caruso, who's been there before. He won with the Lakers, and he did that. But 101-99, we're watching the Hornets versus 76ers right now. And Philly hasn't scored in a couple minutes. Maxey misses a mid-range shot. VJ misses the putback. Melo's coming down court, sprinting, trying to get past Oubre. Those are crazy pass to the kid, the rookie of the year, damn near. He might look like Knippel, corner three-point shot for the lead for the Hornets. The kid is 3 for 8 from three. This game, 11 points, 6:19 to go, 102-101. The 76ers are losing. They got the ball, Maxey. He gets past LaMelo, throws it off the backboard. It's good. 103-102. Hornets got the ball. They're down by one. Brandon Miller's bringing it up across the half court, top of the key. Almost lost his handle. LaMelo with that 1 foot three-point shot. When it goes in, it's a fabulous highlight. When it misses, if you're the coach, you feel like yelling at him. VJ Edgecombe with another missed putback after another missed Maxey shot. LaMelo from the corner three from a Knippel pass. It's good. 105-103. The Charlotte crowd is going crazy. When the Knicks were there the other night, that was the first time I've heard in a long time, in years. New York Knicks fans were in the crowd. Clyde Frazier. Several times I heard, yo, damn, this is the first time I haven't heard any New York fans in the crowd at a Charlotte game. Usually we pack that house up. There's a lot of New York transplants in every stadium. Damn. This game is exciting. Potential play-in team, play-in preview. They got Maxey. I guess this guy, Nick Nurse, is doing the right thing. You had Joel Embiid play as many minutes as he could. How many minutes did Joel Embiid play today? He's bummage. He's great, but he's just, you talk about a black cloud. I'm talking about the black cloud that the Knicks have over him. Joel Embiid is a black cloud throughout his career. He's been to the free throw. He got 11 free throw attempts, and he got 26 points. Joel Embiid is 7 of 16 from the field, 4 rebounds. He has no blocks, no fouls in 30 minutes. They're more than likely going to bring him into the game at the end. Brandon Miller's going bananas today. 29 points, 8 of 16 from the field, 5 of 10 from 3, 8 of 10 from the free throw line. I guess that's important because KNICKS is 3 of 8 from the field, from 3, and he's 3 of 12 from the field. So KNICKS having an off shooting night. Again, like y'all pointed out, 11 rebounds for the kid. This is like his 6th double-digit rebound of the season. And I want to say that's the second time in 2 days KNICKS has 11 rebounds. But he has 11 rebounds, I think, 4 times this season. And 2 of them, I think, were in January. But VJ Edgecombe with a step back 3, that's good. Wow. VJ Edgecombe takes the lead for the Sixers, 106-105. Look where we at. Hornets turn it over. VJ Edgecombe brings the ball up, misses the layup. This is what we're talking about. The rookie kid got to be able to finish plays like that in an 82-game season. But Hornets get that ball around too. The Hornets don't really waste movements. They don't waste dribbles and passes. That helps out because, you get Cade more disciplined. LaMelo more disciplined, excuse me. Joel Embiid's back in the game like we thought. Under 5 minutes to go, he's measuring. This guy's a professional. Joel Embiid's a professional. Let's not forget. Even with the black cloud hovering over him, he can hit that top of the key jumper. 2 steps in there. Knibble for 3. He's 3 of 9 now. It's an off night. They're playing him tough. So now we're seeing. I gotta look back now. I'm gonna look back on his games. Can Knibble play up against these athletic teams? Do they give him a problem? That's who gave Larry Bird problems in the 80s. Yeah, I brought up Larry Bird after I said Knibble. Yeah, I brought that up. Bobby Jones gave Larry Bird fits. LaMelo for 3 ties the game. Second game in a row, I'm seeing LaMelo not too much of that goofy laughing and smiling. My shot. Thank you for your $4.99. How the Pistons hate watch go? We turn shit into a pack. Detroit basketball. It's all love though, King. Always, man. As all Ball would say though, go to hell. Rat City. The world's most famous arenas versus the pizza box. 108 all, 340 to go in this game, man. This game is amazing. I'm gonna stay with y'all to the end of this game. We love this game, bro. Y'all literally hate watch the Pistons on this channel, man. If you don't shut your goofy self up, let me put your face up here so I can see. Antoine Johnson, man. If you're gonna be a stickler and a party pooper, you can get out of here, bro. And nobody cares about your opinion. That's supposed to be tough. Just have fun, brother. Take the stocking cap off. What kind of fake ass Shannon Sharp stick you got going on over there? Mellow shit. LaMelo's a kid, man, with that you see how the shit panned out when they got Knibble. Yo, this guy actually benched him. Charles Lee. Charles Lee comes. He earned every step of the way when it comes to this coaching position, man. For you guys that don't know. No, all right, Antoine. Thank you. For all you guys that don't know, Charles Lee, the head coach for the Charlotte Hornets, he had a non-scholarship at Bucknell University. It was before they gave out scholarships, and that's before he obviously went to go coach for the Celtics. He coached there with Joe Mazzulla, who played at West Virginia with Huggy. And Joe Mazzulla got locked up in college, wilding. He learned from there. But to be part of that Celtics coaching tree, I know Ime Udoka's getting some of that bad spill on him right now, but he did make the finals. Brad Stevens was coaching that team well before he went upstairs. Danny Ainge, the walking thief himself, he's the Scambalai, the king of all scams. He came from Boston. I know that the Jazz, they're tanking, but I say it's a skill to know how to tank. 110, 108, both free throws were hit by Uber, I think that was. Grant Williams pump fakes another three. Joel Embiid falls for it for some reason. Grant Williams takes it to the basket. Grant Williams is such a bum that he let hobbled ass Joel Embiid block him. Embiid slang the ball to the corner, who kicks it out to Paul George, misses a three. He thought it was going in because he was jumping up and down like I don't know what. He's having a hard time this season, by the way. Paul George, who just made it back from self-inflicted, I don't know what he was popping, but he said it was mental health reasons. Listen, I ain't going there. I don't know, what kind of stuff you take for that, but they ain't disclosed what was the mental health issue or what was the medication. Miles Bridges hit a three-point shot, 111, 110. It's a goodie. 2:36 to go in the fourth quarter, and B with the ball, pass from Maxey, top of the key. Grant Williams is on him. He misses that shot. Joel Embiid's shots don't ever look like they're going in, but he gets a lot of that net, man. A lot of that net action. Miles Bridges again for three. He misses. At some point, Miles Bridges is going to pump fake and try to go for a windmill dunk. You know what's going to happen. Maxey brings the ball up after the miss from the Hornets, kicks the ball out to Oubre for three in the corner. He misses. Brandon Miller with the rebound. How many rebounds Brandon Miller got? 8. He's going for a triple-double? No, because he had 0 assists. LaMelo with the ball top by half court. Kicks it out to Knipple. Is it a set shot? Knipple's 3 of 10 from 3, right? Yep, because that was his 10 3-point attempt. He was 3 of 8 earlier. He missed 2 since. Paul George. Is that an offensive foul? No, they call it a defensive foul on Grant Williams. Grant Williams is one of the most annoying players to watch in the NBA. He's not that good. He's very chunky. He's a nuisance. I'm not sure he belongs on that court for Charlotte. I know Kobe White, he's not a great defender either. And Grant Williams, he didn't foul him, though. I guess he got called for a flop. 20 points, 12 rebounds for Paul George. Sheesh. The resurgence. 20 points, 12 rebounds, 8 of 17 shooting. He's 3 of 9 from 3. Joel Embiid with the 28 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. They didn't count Joel Embiid's block. He blocked the shit out of Grant Williams. 25 points for Maxey. 6 rebounds, 7 assists to go along with that. Paul George hits both free throws. They're up 112, 111, 133 to go. LaMelo Ball with the ball at the top of the key. And Embiid is on him. You don't see food? You don't clear out? Oh, he faked the pass, shot the 3, made the 3, 114, 112, 120 to go in this game. LaMelo Ball is 5 of 16 from 3. I didn't even read that stat. I didn't notice that. LaMelo Ball is out of his mind. He shot 16 3-pointers. Joel Embiid falls on the floor. I don't know if anyone fouled him. Miles Bridges is protesting, but Joel Embiid act like he got shot by all balls Dillinger in his kneecap. What is going on here? What is going on here? Can we get serious? LaMelo Ball is 7 for 24 for the game from the field. 5 of 16 from 3. I don't know why he's given up his dribble way too soon the last the last couple of possessions I saw, he missed way too many shots. Embiid flopped, even though Miles Bridges kind of landed on him. But that was a total flop. He's 7 feet, 300 pounds. These are the things I hope end up missing in the future for our beloved basketball games, professional basketball games. These referees giving them these swapping calls are ridiculous. These referees are terrible. I don't even know if it's all their fault. I just hope we get back to real basketball soon, because I'll treat the NBA like the NFL. I'll never watch that shit again if they keep this up. 90's my guy. Finally, another Knicks fan. Hard to find in here today. Tori, like, these guys, you gotta let them in the building. You gotta let them in the building. Them other guys, they do strictly Knicks. We watch the league, bro. We love basketball. Y'all don't play till tomorrow, but yeah, y'all gonna lose. Watch your mouth, my shot. Watch your mouth. And then not give Joel will be blocked as suspect too for gambling purposes for those who gamble. He totally flopped 24K. That was terrible. Because if he doesn't get those calls, what is Joel Embiid? He could barely walk. He can barely walk. Knicks better bet Houston or better beat Houston. I think trapped in the 90s, no alert. Yeah, the alert is funny. NBA needs to fine and suspend officials for not calling flops as well as players. I thought they were. Actually, they don't do that. I was saying that. So the NBA was able to find a replacement for what's your man's name? I don't even want to describe him. But he damn near tore his ACL earlier this year. That referee that's mad animated, they found his replacement, right? Why can't Joel Embiid hit his first free throw? Second one, no good. I told you. As a Knicks fan, I feel like there's a black cloud hovering over us. But Joel Embiid was damn near born with a black cloud. He missed his second free throw, 114, 113. Charlotte is up, but there was either a lane violation or a foul. Because Philly got the ball back. Paul George for three. The corner is good. 116, 114. The Hornets are down by 2 with the ball, minute to go. Crossing half court. It's a goodie, y'all. If y'all can tune in, tune in. LaMelo with the ball at the top of the key again by the logo. Bad pass. Bad pass. He threw off his back foot like he was Brett Favre in his prime. Bad pass. Threw into traffic. That's why Charles benched your ass. That's why he benched your ass, LaMelo. He's guarding Maxey right now. Maxey's been blowing by him all game. Did he get the foul? Maxey's trying to close this out. They're up 2. He goes right at Melo, gets the foul. He knows they're in. They weren't even in the bonus. Great IQ for Maxey. Philly's veteran leadership is showing up to close this thing out. Maxey misses the first free throw. I spoke too soon. 116, 114. Philly is up, 31 seconds to go. Maxey, you better hit this 3 because you were doing a lot of celebrating after that dunk earlier. Antoine Johnson, thank you for your $10. Here's some respect to you, I actually like your hate watching channel. I was really talking to your fellow Knicks fan when you read that comment. I wasn't talking to you at first. Respect to you. Antoine, I just wanted to make sure that you understood that the hatred is mutual on both sides. That's all. I thought you were new. I apologize for the misunderstanding. I don't apologize for hating you and your fandom and your team, your squad. Worst of luck to you. Sixers ain't no joke with Embiid, bro. Strike's cruel. Stop. Stop. LaMelo is a lunatic still. He inbounds the ball, gets the inbound pass back. He's going to the basket, kicks it out to Brandon Miller for three in the corner. Oubre blocks that shit. 7 seconds to go. Actually, was it Oubre or Embiid that blocked that three? Wow, Embiid blocked the three-pointer. He can barely jump over a phone book. $117, $114. LaMelo looks disappointed. It looks like Philly knows the head of the snake with LaMelo on the court. Let him think he's going to the basket for a layup. It's not a great finisher with a teardrop or anything. That's LaMelo's biggest issue is, the energy he plays with, in my opinion, it's not totally under control. And with a frenetic energy like that, it's great in a lot of ways to escape the inescapable. But when you do escape, you have to finish. LaMelo has to learn how to close on a lot of these possessions, on a lot of plays, by making the right play, making it a habit to take 1 foot 3-point shots, to throw, passes off your back foot into traffic, and thinking you can make magic every single time because you have seen yourself do that. That's low IQ basketball. Your job is to make sure that you push that skill set that you do have to pass at that speed. Not many people can handle the rock and pass at the speed that LaMelo does. But obviously, I believe what hinders him is to be able to complete the great plays that he's able to escape out of. The great escape. Shaw is inbounding the ball. I forgot that guy's name. He played him. I think it's James or something like that. And B's guarding the inbound. He turns it around. Who's getting the inbounds pass? They inbounded from the Philly corner. They throw a pass to LaMelo. Oh, he pump fakes with a wide open three again. Misses. Philly escapes. 1.5 seconds left. This game is over because Charlotte does not have any timeouts. LaMelo pump faked his way into an open 3-point shot, but we only caught the end of the third quarter in this game and his fourth quarter. He ends the game 5 of 17 from 3. He shot way too many 3-point shots. He shot 26 shots. LaMelo Ball, you shoot like 42% of the field. Why would you think it's a good idea to shoot 20 shots? Knipple had an awful game as well. He was off rhythm. You could tell he was off rhythm. Brandon Miller looked like he was doing well. Miles Bridges, decent game. Again, that starting lineup, they played pretty well. All 5 of them scored in double figures. Kobe White, 16 off the bench. So they got their main guys in order. Ryan Kalkbrenner, no rebounds. No rebounds for him. That's kind of tough. You like 7'4", dog. 8 assists for LaMelo, but that's terrible. How many turnovers did LaMelo have? 2. He kept his turnovers low. And on the Philly side, they're closing this thing out. They hit 1 free throw. 118, 114. They lose. The Hornets lose. They blow this game. LaMelo and Oubre apparently throw gang signs at half court. I don't know what they're doing over there with the colorful crew. 29 points for Embiid. 42%. He's 8 of 19 from the field, 3 of 6 from 3, 6 rebounds, 2 blocks. Those 2 blocks were major too. They were momentum turners. He blocked the 3-point shot in the corner from Brandon Miller. Brandon Miller's last attempt. Who knows if that would have went in? 26 points for Tyrese Maxey, 25 for Paul George, who had his 5th foul on LaMelo Ball at half court. But Paul George also had 13 rebounds, and that's important because you saw who was rebounding for the Hornets. Knipple and Brandon Miller again. Was it Brandon Miller, Knipple, and Diabate? And they knew they could crash the boards and dominate because Joel Embiid, he just can't jump the same anymore. He only had 6 rebounds. Joel Embiid used to. Embiid averaged like 9 rebounds. Watching Embiid throughout his career, he would pull off some bullshit and grab like 9 rebounds a game. You was talking greasy about my Sixers. Ja'Cory, I'm still talking greasy about your Sixers. About to start a grease fire over your 76ers. What you want to play 7 games like that? If I'm the Hornets, I'm planning to play. If I'm playing the 76ers, well, they won't play in the playoffs. In the series, they'll play 1 game. The Hornets can't show up like this in the playing game against the 76ers. I'll give you that much. Ja'Cory, I'll give you that much. Brunson to have the better team isn't better than Melo or Handle. I'm not really feeling Trajan team winning because the core, which Troy Weaver drafted. I fuck with JB though, but yeah, they definitely didn't do enough at the deadline. Oh, Trajan Langdon is their general manager. Yeah, how do you guys feel about that? All you Pistons, because I'm alluding to it all the time. Like what we're going through right now is we're starting to see the corruption in our nepotism in La Cosa Rosa, led by Jalen Brunson and Leon Rose and them. They fired one guy in Tom Thibodeau and got rid of Dante DiVincenzo. So 2 of the guys, 2 of the 4 or 5 cohorts of the Cosa Rosa left last season or were traded. And now we got Anthony Towns, he's not a born bred, he didn't do a pinky swear in college with Jalen Brunson either. So Anthony Towns is in there because he's CAA, but we're seeing the nepotism there. And I saw a whole bunch of that. I read about a whole bunch of that with the Pistons, man, and what they've been able to do the last 2-3 seasons. You know, the Isaiah Stewart, Cade Cunningham, and the kid from last. Why am I forgetting that kid's name? The rookie from last year. I keep saying Ryan Rollins, but that was Ryan Rollins was from the Bucks. Who's the kid I'm thinking of? Ronald Holland. That's who I was thinking of. He's tough. I like Ron. He's tough. And what's up with Isaiah Stewart? He always misses games like that? Your old boy Julius Randle just got embarrassed by Tobias. And, Julius Randle went back to being the same old Julius Randle, bro. Old boy's trying to spread rumors like I don't like Julius Randle. I just like my 24 season Knicks. Trajan should have drafted 7'2" Klingon instead of Holland. Championship pedigree and second chance points. Klingon would have been kind of nuts with the Pistons, man. But then you lose less guys who can handle the rock and perimeter defense and better 3-point shooting. You think Klingon can shoot better at the 3 than Holland right now? Is Holland that bad? Because I know Klingon's better. He's trying more with Portland, but he's not great. He's not great. I looked this up, then I gotta go. What's his name? Ryan Holland? I forgot his name that fast. I'm getting old. Ronald Holland. Oh. Now I see what you're saying, guys. Ron Holland is worse than Donovan Klingon from 3. I don't even have to look up Donovan Klingon's 3-point percentage. He shoots like 30%. He shoots like 30%. Is that what y'all are disgusted with? That you think Trajan Langdon is too conservative? Wow. That's ill. But, see, y'all are crazy for thinking he's too conservative, bro. You have to keep that core and you add pieces and you're gonna find. Watch, you keep this core together, right? Then you see who's available. Look what OKC did. Look what the Spurs did. Get those draft picks in order. That's how you got Duren. Even though we were fleecing y'all a couple of times with some of our trades, that Duren trade turned out to be good. And that's what you get by sticking around and being conservative somewhat. But he just started GMing for y'all 2-3 years. It hasn't even been 5 years. Joe Dumars is stealing money with the Pelicans now. You like Dumars better than this guy, Langdon? You gotta be kidding me. I like the fact that you brought that up though about Donovan Clingan over yeah, he's shooting 33% this year. Whoever said that. You made a great point. Because I like Donovan Clingan for those 10 to 15 minutes. If you have Donovan Clingan in there, that shit will be nuts. But they might be worried about the same thing the Knicks are worried about with Deuce, Mitchell Robinson. Like, look at Carl-Anthony Towns. We didn't sign him. We didn't extend him. We didn't extend Mitchell Robinson and Deuce. We might be in for a clusterfuck, or those might be sign and trade deals in the summertime. Because if Giannis is available, whoever's available, you know, you can negotiate with other teams. Yo, this is the guy we got. You can sign and trade him for whatever you're looking for. I'll let his agent talk to you, right? If you get Donovan Clingan, he's automatically getting more money. And he's another reason why I believe the league is changing along with Wemby in them. The league wants to bring Wemby and this shit back. Because if you think about it, we spoke about this the other day, how Wemby winning the MVP and winning Defensive Player of the Year in the same year is an even deeper step into bringing back old school basketball. Because Giannis did it, maybe not in the same year, but he didn't change the game the way that Wemby potentially can. Because if Wemby becomes if he fulfills his potential, this is a different level of athlete. And then you're gonna have to start drafting players to change the way you do this thing. And when you do that, you're gonna get strong guys. They're trying to get Wemby off of his game. You're gonna see more Donovan Klingons, and those Donovan Klingons of the world are gonna stop shooting threes and go back to their natural way of playing ball. And then we're gonna start to see the game go back to what it was. I can't see it staying the same as this. Then we're gonna start seeing more point guards getting back into the game. Who's a bum? Rap 920. What are you talking about? Wemby ain't changing nothing. He's just 77 naturally gifted. You can't teach that. Yeah, but did you hear what I said, Rap A-Stone? Did you listen, or you just want to react to calling him a bum? If he's dominating like that and the Spurs are winning, all you need is a couple more pieces and it's over, right? It's not just the winning. It's the fact that he's getting these kind of accolades and you can't stop him. Like, Shaq was in there. Nah, Fabian Dumars was president and Troy Weaver was the GM. So they both went to the Pelicans. Trajan Langdon is the current GM that started last year. Oh, okay. But still, what I'm asking is he's the current GM? Or Troy Weaver? Got you. That was my question, Jay. Do you like Trajan Langdon as opposed to the Dumars era? That's regardless. You got Dumars and Troy Weaver. That was his era with the bummage. He's the one that signed Monty Williams, right? Or was that Trajan Langdon? Who signed Monty Williams to $80 million? The deal was made with the Detroit Pistons by the owner, Tom Gores. $6 years, $78 million? Oh, I thought it was 4 years. Well, it's not as bad as I thought. Is that $13 million? He's still making $80 million. Selected, and they drafted Ivy and Durant. Y'all saying that in the chat? I don't know. Wemby is some shit we haven't ever seen. Rap 920, you are totally wrong. You are totally wrong. We have seen Wemby before. What the hell are you talking about? Ralph Sampson was playing basketball in the 80s, bro. They told him you can't play like that. He tried to play his outside game. He's not allowed to load manage, not allowed to wear air bubble sneakers. Who knows what was in the envelope after the game? Gotcha. Gotcha. It's a different era. I just think, you know, I like to see competitive basketball. I think those guys competed more. He's not one of one. He's one of one for this era. Where's the Troy comment? Weaver. Okay. Weaver didn't want Monty though. So you could say he didn't want Monty, but it's still Monty. It's still Troy Weaver and Joe Dumars. And they got him up out of there. I mean, they drafted Durant, so they did well with that. But there was still a lot of talent there. Cade was hurt, so we can't front on that. I just didn't like Joe Dumars. No, but he didn't draft Melo. I don't care what he says. I don't care what Ben Wallace and them say. Yo, if we would have drafted Melo, he would have been on the bench and he would have been busting some of y'all ass. He would have given, Tayshaun Prince the business in practice. Rashid and Chauncey would have been like, yo, Larry, put the kid in the game, man. Put the kid in the game. Even though Larry Brown is, I got a lot of hatred for Larry Brown because he benched LeBron, D Wade, and Carmelo during the Olympics. That was stupid. Anyway, any more super chats? Gotta respect y'all. Masha, thank you for your 199. Mark my words, Ron Holland is the next Jimmy Butler. Okay. I don't want to, overlook that. Joe Dumars been gone. Troy Weaver just joined Joe Dumars in New Orleans. Really? Joe Dumars been gone? Let me see. Joe Dumars. So what the hell was I thinking? He was in the league office from Sacramento. They went to league office. I'm confusing him for Troy Weaver. Hey, Masha, I think I need to send you back your $10 or $199. Dumars was a success as a front office guy in Detroit. He was a failure. I don't think he was successful in the front office in Detroit. I think Joe Dumars, look, he went from 2000 to 2014. Did he build him? I mean, he made the trade for Ben Wallace, right? And Grant Hill. Grant Hill's book was pretty good. He talked about how he knew Joe Dumars was headed to going to be an executive, and how Joe Dumars walked him through a lot of stuff in the professional world. And then to see, imagine, Grant Hill came into the league with Joe Dumars as a teammate, and then eventually see him become an executive and help facilitate getting him traded, right, to the Orlando Magic. Come on now. One decent season and Pistons fans can't shut the fuck up. Thank you, Mashar. Thank you for not lying. Anyway, good folks, you could have been anywhere else. Totally appreciate y'all, the super chats. Do me a favor. How we do this? All Ball TV. This is a Cash App, right? This is a Cash App, ABTV3. But really, that Instagram, All Ball TV, 3 _. You'll see the All Ball TV with the logo on Instagram. The old one we can't do anymore. Meta was doing us dirty. So All Ball TV, 3 _. You're gonna see our latest reels, shorts, and stuff like that. Support us on there because that's how we could build up our presence on the social media world. Our team is just one. It's just us. Know what I mean? 3 Musketeers. And we got the Wizard of Oz. And we got the Wizard of Oz. And we got the Wizard of Oz. Listen, we ain't playing with y'all. 2026, it's a fix. Fuck the Pistons. Fuck the Hornets. fuck the 76ers, fuck the Celtics, fuck the Lakers. I'm cursing way too much. That means my son is not around. It's going down. Enjoy your Saturday night. Get home safe. Don't drink and black out. Find yourself a young thing to tongue down and get around. Enjoy yourself. Tomorrow, 7:30, Knicks Rehab, live. We will be in the building to curse his ass out. Rap 920. Grab a towel, bro.
All Ball TV. They scared, but I'm not. They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.